There we go. I have not changed the name of this episode title, so we're gonna do this on the fly. Hello, everybody. I hope
Is it me
everyone's...
you're looking for?
Are we chapter 3 now?
No, we're not chapter 3 just yet. You know what? Yeah, no, actually, I think chapter 3 makes the most sense now. Because you guys have left the Baroness, you declined her offer, and you're now seeking the intention of building a fleet to take down a certain Prescott captain. Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yee!
Hey.
So, the end of last session, you guys took the gem that you kindly pilfered from the tombs of the Yuan-Ti people back to the Baroness. You spoke with her for a short time and declined her offer that was initially brought up to you for, I believe, 150,000 gold for dealing with Prescott in a timely manner. You guys want to take it a bit more of the scenic and low and slow route and try and do so yourself and basically build your own collection of power. Josiah spent almost all of the reward money outside of the items you pilfered yourself from the tomb in purchasing a captain's hat. If you would like to relay the details of such captain's hat, if you still have it.
I think it was
70 gold.
Yeah.
As I remember,
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if Ben remembers what his own hat looks like.
It was a blue tricorner hat of Everclean.
Yep, with 3 feathers, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, feathers can be replaceable, but yeah.
Or can they?
Oh.
But setting sail, you guys went to the Crimson Blossom Isle and you started becoming merchants. You purchased a hull full of wood and you took that wood all the way back to the Ivory Sands outpost where you sold some of it, but not all of it. Go on, Rose, get it out of your system.
It didn't sound like you said hull. Damn it!
I said hull.
Yeah, but
It didn't sound like hull. It sounded like hull.
Right.
I must have not been the only one.
Well, Liam made a noise. I thought you were laughing.
I was laughing at Liam.
I just assumed Liam was laughing at
What?
getting wood.
No, it's like you said. It sounded like you said a hole full of wood, and then I just heard Liam go. I just say, I'm sorry.
It's D&D.
Yeah, oh, keep it together. Keep it together.
So as you mean to go?
I mean-
Eat what together?
Well, I mean,
Baldur's Gate 3 has told us this kind of stuff's canon now, so it's fine.
You guys
Yeah.
left the Ivory Sands outpost with some intel that there was a small vessel and a small group of people on the western side of Cloudbreaker Branchback. And you guys were going to deliver some wood there because they were willing to pay more, but they wasn't most likely going to purchase your entire stock. But the idea of profits lured you. Then, I believe, you were going to go west from there, heading in the direction of Siren's Rest, to try and make use of the maps you acquired, from an old man on the Ivory Sands outpost as thanks for defending from the evil dwarf incursion. So, if I have missed anything, people want to fill in the blanks, you may. The only other thing I want to show is this new cup that I am currently equipped, if people want to look. It is currently on the merch store, but it is me holding a lemon with a knife. So, if you wish to be the wielder of a murder lemon, it comes in mug form and beach towel. I bought both, because it's cool as shit. But without
Lemon.
But without further ado,
Lemon.
who would like to kick off this session as you guys have left the Ivory Sands outpost heading east
Oh.
by southeast, ready to then go direct south.
I didn't think we'd left yet. I thought we'd only just arrived at Ivory Sands.
No, you guys concluded
Have we
all the-
left?
You guys had if I remember right, you guys had a bit of a bender night, relaxation night, and then we ended
not done
on
that.
the Okay, we can go back if you wish.
No, it's fine. It was just the fact that we literally arrived in town and then we had to end the session a bit early because obviously you weren't feeling great.
Well, if
I thought
people
that was
wanna-
what happened.
Yeah, but I
It's okay.
thought we were leaving. But if people want to go back and do more stuff, you're more than welcome to.
I just wanted to speak to the scribe, but if people had other stuff that they wanted to do or didn't want to do, I can leave it till another time. It's totally fine.
You can.
Yeah.
By the scribe, I assume you mean the artist that does the drawings and the transcripts. Okay.
So yeah, Navarro, it was basically because I thought we hadn't even left yet, so I do apologise.
No, it's
I can do this another time. It's totally fine.
We're doing it.
Um,
Go for it.
Let's do it, Rose. Rose, do it. Do it.
So yeah,
Just to-
Navarro will go over to
She's
the
available.
scribe.
She's easy enough to access because during market hours, she's there for most of the day, offering various different services of different attributes.
So yeah, Navarro will go up and go. Hello. How is business?
Well, business is going rather well at the moment. Is there anything you're looking for this time? Anything in particular?
Yes. I would like to have a number of contracts written up, if it is okay, for crew, essentially, working on board a ship.
Do you know
To-
what's to be put on them?
Essentially, yes, that we will give them a fair wage of 5 silver pieces per week. The standard stuff we will obviously provide sleeping areas, food, that kind of thing, and just essentially, your basic written contract.
That's absolutely
work.
fine. And basically, over the next few minutes, like, you'll essentially dictate, she'll write what you put. And it's easy enough to get the contracts written up. How many are you getting done?
I think Navarro would ask for 10. I think that feels like a round number. We don't have that many, but it feels right to just... and it would also include about safety and stuff like that, obviously, if things go really sour. Just basically your lots of legalese
Yeah.
rubbish,
She'll
Yeah.
do them because you've bought off her a couple times and she recognises you. She'll do them for a gold 5
Excellent.
instead of 2 gold.
I will hand over the money for that.
Easy enough. So yeah, you have 10 copies of a sailor's contract which outlines all the various bits you've done.
Excellent. How is your other trade doing?
Going well at the moment, although I'm stuck with a few of certain creatures because interest has died down and various interests have picked up.
How so?
Well, the last time you were here, there was a large interest in the feminine fiendish varieties, but now people don't seem to be as interested, and more for me, I made a few in advance just in case.
Of the fiendish ladies?
And succubuses, mostly, yes.
Do you know why this might be happening?
Not really. I just get people... Once I hear a trend of people looking for certain things, I tend to make note, but I have no idea as to why.
How intriguing. So what is the current predisposition? What are people looking for?
She'll, like, go to the small, like, crate that's, like, by the side, and she'll, like, sprawl a few different things out, and, as you can see, there are various different humanoids of, like, various different sizes, shapes. You can see at the minute there seems to be, apart from, like, fiends and various, like, devils and demons and stuff that you can see, there looks to be, like, fair few Goliath-looking characters at the moment.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna buy porn again. I can see it happening.
You asked. You fucking
I
asked.
know. Okay, yeah. Nivara will request to have a couple of the Goliath and a couple of the incubi individuals.
And feel free to, like, because there's enough leeway with it where you could probably, like, if you wanted, like, a male or a female, like, feel free to make up your own specifics.
She'll get one of each
Yeah.
for each. There we go.
They'll
So,
set
a male
you
and a
back
female.
2 silver each, so 8 total.
8 total.
Is Barney not there?
I think that's what the 4. Like, literally every person in the crew is just buying him porn or getting him laid.
No, I gave Josiah porn that he has not looked at or even realised that she's purchased it, so technically untrue. But I'm not going to tell you what this is for. I'm not going to reveal.
I bought it Josiah, I just haven't given it him. He hasn't seen it yet, but I bought it him, okay?
To him. He just didn't do anything with it. I gave it to him and then not heard it repeated, so I assume he's put it in the bottom of his bag and forgotten, and eventually it's going to be a nice surprise.
Okay.
But yes, I now have purchased. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait until the Kraken friend rolls in. That's when things get interesting.
She might leave that one alone. But then we'll roll everything. I'm making very, with great care to make sure that the naughty pictures don't get involved with the contracts.
Oh yeah, sign this employment contract. Just sign below the left nipple, please.
So it's just like, you've got the contract.
Not a bonus.
You've got that,
No,
and
that's a
then
boner,
stay
Liam.
up to it. You've got your contract, and then stick up to it as the sexy Goliath sailor or something like that.
I just think that might give a weird workplace vibe, so I'm not going to do that.
I think
I'm
HR
gonna
would
make
have
sure that
something
they're
to say if you did.
Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that they are kept apart in my satchel. If I need
Easy
to
enough to do.
put them
Easy
between
enough
things.
to do.
I'll put them either side of my wizard book. There we go.
Easy, like I said, easy enough to do. Absolutely fine.
Excellent.
As you finish like purchasing your last couple pieces, she'll like look to you and go, "Is there anything else that you're in need for?" I'm just gonna roll a perception.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay, I didn't know that she was doing it. So, is there... Would you ever... getting, like, spell scrolls? Would this be something you would be looking for, being a scribe? I'm not quite sure what kind of scribe you are, but I'm just wondering. For future?
I don't have any on me, but I probably could.
Hmm.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for, really.
There is a specific spell that might be useful at some point, but maybe when we return. We'll probably be passing through here quite frequently, so maybe I will get in touch with you at some point.
If you have any means of letting me know in advance, that would be appreciated, because if it is something that I could procure, I could probably get it ready for when you are here.
Like a message of some sort?
If you have the means. I don't have the means myself, but I am aware of the ability.
It is something I can start working on. I am sure. I know that there is a spell. I just need to learn it. Okay. What was your name? Sorry.
Tissa.
Pissa?
Tissa.
Sorry.
Drinking.
Kissa. Like as in a kiss? Kissa. Kisser. Is that right? Did I hear that? I'm not quite sure because it cut out a couple of times.
Tissa.
Oh, Tissa.
Tissa.
Tissa. Tissa. I am Naya. It is good to meet you. Finally, even though we have traded quite a few times.
No, it's More than all right. I try to at least be a bit more helpful with those that return, considering most people in these islands don't necessarily have much need for work like this, apart from and she kicked the crate next to her, visual aids.
Well, maybe in the future I may have a opportunity for you. But not right now.
Kind of like cocks her head, like intrigued, but just like, huh. Well, I definitely look forward to hearing more about it.
Excellent. And if I need you, I will call when I am able to.
Please do.
I will simply message you. Excellent. And she'll give her like a little nod, bow the head of respect, and then head back to wherever the group is
Right.
at this point.
Does anyone else need to do any other last-minute purchases, last-minute interactions with anyone of this island? Or with each other?
I think Josiah would just see if there's any like talk of treasure or any NPCs. Have you heard about?
Yeah. So you're doing like drilling for like rumors and maybe like some stories and things like this.
Yeah.
Do a persuasion check. And this is more general, like over time, not immediately to the first person you speak. Just like see if you can like talk some out of people.
Just can't get under an 8, so let's begin.
15.
15.
But there is a couple of different stories you hear of Talks Treasure, but the problem is, at least the stories you're hearing, one, they're extremely vague in location. Like, there's a couple of stories that you hear, like, someone says out east there's a magic island where there's idols made of gold. But when you try and be like, oh, really? Like, what island's that? And you kind of get the similar answer that you probably expect from certain people. Like, oh, well, you see, it was Darren over there, his uncle and his brother saw it about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It might have some truth to it, but there's almost no specificities to go on. It seems, at least at this time of the day and at least this day, the people that you do manage to speak to, while you fairly easy to get information out of them, it doesn't seem they have very reliable information.
Yeah, so there's nothing.
No.
Right.
Not immediately. The one thing though that you do gather is you hear rumor of from what was explained to you is a sunken pirate ship that attacks people.
Okay.
You don't get like any like, oh, so and so's ship got attacked here by this ship. There's no description more than a sunken pirate ship, but it's still like fights and stuff like from the depths.
Yeah, but any like direction? Is it east of here, west of here?
No.
Okay.
But there is just this rumor mill starting to brew about such a vessel.
Okay.
You don't know more than that. You was never given like, is it a skeleton crew? Is it a ghost ship? Is it? Do you know what I mean? You get nothing like that.
But
But
boat is coming up from the depths and firing on people.
yeah,
Okay.
from the descriptions you get, like think of the skeleton ships from Sea of Thieves. You know when like, you're literally sailing and they just fucking pop up.
Yeah.
Full I've come to in your day.
But there is no other descriptions. It's just there's this rumor mill just starting to brew about such a vessel.
Uh-huh. Okie dokie.
Anybody else?
Do you have one other thing? But we
Okay.
can have everybody else
Well,
go a bit,
nobody
and then
else
I'll
is speaking
end
up,
it off.
so you're more than welcome.
Cool. Before we set off, then,
Yeah.
Navarra is going to gather the crew
Okay.
And
I'm assuming
Uh,
by
so-
crew you mean not the party, the crew.
Yep.
Is this to get them to
so-
sign contracts and things like this?
first, she'll speak to Josiah
Okay.
and will essentially explain what she's done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She'll be like, I have procured contracts. If you would like to read through, Josiah, and sign on these dotted lines for you. As the captain of this ship, it essentially says that we will pay them a fair wage of 5 silver pieces per week, and we will also provide food for them and lodgings. It states that if we are all just, your usual things about protection, etc., etc.
Yeah. Alright, alright. And you'll sort of read through it, and he's a slow reader, but he can read. And then he sort of, after like 5 minutes, he's like, seems fair, seems reasonable.
It does also. I was going to put in, if it is okay with you, there is this bit here that is blank. If any of them, I didn't know whether it might seem a little bit like they may die, but it would just be if they give us a next of kin, if that was to be happen, that we would pay out a certain fee if they died. Do you know what I mean?
That's
As a-
standard course.
Cool, it's already in. Standard clause. Quickly scribble.
Well, he's like, you don't realise how often people die on ships, do you?
Well, this is it. So, 100 gold I thought would be enough.
Ooh,
you would-
that's a lot.
We are about to spend 150,000 pounds, thousand pounds, 150,000 gold, just 2 days ago. So I thought 100 gold. I don't know what is a lot.
Wow.
How much can we put on a price of someone's life?
I mean, make it 50 gold.
Okay. I'll put 50 gold on.
Which is funny enough, the price of a soul, according to the Warlock. Because
Yeah, no, that's just a cantrip.
yeah, because the ability to gain the Eldritch Blast cantrip can be bought with a crossbow that costs 50 gold.
Yeah. But are you okay with this? I did not want to overstep. I just thought it would be good to get it in writing. And you seem to favour contracts.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Excellent. Also, I spoke a little bit with the scribe in town, and I thought when you become a great and powerful captain and leader of a great fleet, it might be useful to have a scribe who can account your adventures. So I did have a little bit of a chat. I didn't explain that, just in case, I don't know.
You say she'll draw sexy pictures of me? What are you saying?
Well, on that, I also bought these for discussion with Barnett, and she will lay out the the images.
The succubus, the
I thought
incubus,
this
and the
was
2 Goliaths, yeah.
You're studying
out.
them. He's like, I take it you're the one who put them in my stash as well. She does
Oh.
good work. I can recognise the shade lines here.
Yes, excellent penmanship, which is also what you need with a scribe, so they can scribe down words and just not body parts. Well, I thought that was a thing you did for people. When you set off on sale, you
Well, I
buy them
usually did it. I
beacons.
did it with Wade just to fuck with it. Well, 1, to fuck with him, and 2, because he was whipped.
Oh, so I should not be buying you nude pictures?
I didn't say stop. I just said it. Usually,
Okay. I
What's
will
the next
continue
level,
then. I mean, apparently she does a lot of good work with a kraken. If that is something you would be interested in, I do not know. This is a very strange pathway. Okay.
I mean, I've met sailors before who get into the tentacles. They're odd folk.
Oh no, I meant it was very strange that I am buying. Apparently, going to continue to buy you the
Yeah,
nude
it's-
artwork.
Look, we are free brethren of the coast. What you wish to do, I'm not stopping you, and I'm just telling you, I'm not offended by it.
Oh, good. Excellent. Maybe we should invest in some walls moving forward. I'm thinking, it is. I get it
Did you
is
say
lonely at
rolls
sea
or
and
rules?
walls.
Walls of-
Walls. Maybe.
He's like, he sort of winks and says, "That's what Shawlee's for, I think."
Yes, you and the Barnet went off on shore leave last time, no? Is this not what
Yeah.
you would like to do tonight? Is go explore the town and the resources within?
To be fair, I'm that fucked. I'm that fucked on the room. I thought we'd already been, but
We might have done. I do not know. Time sometimes moves weird.
yes, yeah, I do it when I feel like it. I'm
So
sort of
there
ready
is
for the-
no. Okay, we can do that.
I mean, sure, I can't really figure out you elves. Do you do it all the time, or do you gotta have breaks sometimes? Surely, I don't.
You mean fornication? Are you asking what elves do? That is a very odd question. I thought it was standard across all
No,
child.
I know what elves, but I've met with elves. He wiggles his eyebrows. He's more like. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell if you guys are stuck up in your like elvish kingdom thing, or you're going at it like Barnets. I don't.
It is more a mix of the two. You will get some stuck-up elves who believe that it is something sacred between man and life, and then you will also get a lot of elves who are more understanding. If you're going to live for a very long time, you tend to leave societal stuff like that alone. It is a very human concept,
All right.
what is the best? It is very difficult to feel shame sometimes, It is. I do not know how to explain this without coming out with very rude things, but basically, some people do, some people don't. It is whatever floats their boat,
Fair enough.
I'm just seeing Carl's list. Just checking. Sorry, back in character. It's fine. Just Carl properly knocked me out then because I caught glance at the Roll20 chat and thought it was quite funny. Okay, so shall we go delve into some temples?
Sell some wood, find some treasure. Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
So this is very awkward. So I am going to go give the contracts to the crewmates, and you can be a captain. Do your thing. Okay, bye bye. She will walk out very yeah. Just get on with it.
The question is, did you take the pictures off him?
No, I think she's left them there, forgetting about it because she got that awkward that she's literally just picked up the contracts and left him alone.
Are you taking these with you, or this is another gift? Is this?
Oh, sorry, those are for the rest of the party. She'll take them off. Sorry.
Oh, they're for Barnet.
No, I would like to expand my experimental pool.
Alright. Okay.
I just mean we do have 5 other. Well, how many people in our party? 6? We have 3 other people? I don't think these are for Vlad. But maybe I will ask Dax and Paula and see what happens.
Alright.
Or would you like to keep them? If you are attached, I don't mind.
No, you can have them. Yeah. I feel like I've started something, and I don't know if I'm regretting it or not.
Started. What do you regret?
Giving you this idea.
Oh, I am sorry. I did not mean to overstep.
It's, I'm joking. Just go. Just go, Naya. You're overthinking it.
Okay.
So, as you two return to your daily activities, and Nivara, it's easy enough to get the crew to sign the contracts. Obviously, they're more than happy to. Shell has a little trouble, considering she can't write. But I would imagine you would get a way around it by maybe getting her to draw something that is...
An X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other crew members can write, but Shell has a bit of difficulty. But I'd imagine you provide some means of doing it, like with the drawing an X or just a mark. Easy enough to do. But
I also pay them as well. I've already taken the money out, so I'll pay them on that. For that first week.
Good. Because essentially, I'm going to try my best to keep track of their money, and maybe like every so often they might spend it on something, and you'll notice like a new piece of equipment. Because basically, then it might mean that their productivity or their abilities might enhance with like new equipment and stuff over time.
Well, if you look in the party fund, you can see right at the bottom, week 1 crew wages paid 2.5 gold pieces. So I will, after each week, update that and add in more info, if that makes sense. So you can put like a running total if you'd like.
Yeah, so all it'll mean is I'll have a Google Doc with just the money of what people have got, like crew. That's fine. So, if no one else has anything they wish to accomplish, we are going to set sail.
Actually, there will be.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Just obviously make an inquiry to my former partner. So I'll just put the name out there and see if anyone picks at any whereabouts.
Remind me.
Pepe.
Right. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that.
You don't, like, just with the name to go off and stuff, like, you don't, unfortunately, and it is a shame, because it's a good fucking roll, you don't have any luck, like, when people, like, mention a Pippa, like, people, like, don't seem to recognize, and you spend the best part of, say, half hour to an hour, maybe, going around, but it seems you're not having any luck.
Yeah. It's worth a try with it being a central place.
No, I think it's probably one of the best places. Just unfortunately, it's not a name that people come to recognize at the moment. But it doesn't mean that trying is a bad thing.
Exactly. We'll put it out there.
Okay. So.
Right, okay, so is there a temple here or somewhere, a place of worship where I get some holy water?
There isn't like a full like stone church, but there are places of worship, and you probably could, at cost, get yourself some holy water from other holy people in the area.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Just need to double check how much it is. Because I don't remember. I think it's like 25 gold or something like that. Give me a sec. The flask of holy water is 25 gold. Fuck me, that was a call, mate. Holy shit, that was good memory.
I'll take a flask then, please.
Yes. Easy enough to procure.
Thank you.
So, as you guys prepare and get ready to set sail, you guys start heading with a path that you will have to Cloudbreaker Branchback. And because, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal the entirety of the path there for the simple fact that you would have been given good enough directions there by the quartermaster by means of hugging the coast of the island that the Ivory Sands is on.
Yeah.
So if you just bear with me, uno momento. That would be the path you are given.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'm going to start being a bit more liberal with it now and revealing the map a bit more. Because I think it's just interesting. I like the slow reveal of the map to you guys.
I really love the
But-
slow map.
Yeah. But let's look at it. So following the coastline. It's about 165 miles. We have a dead redfish. It's probably going to take you guys about 2 to 3 days, maybe. Because you're not doing a straight line. You are hugging the coast as best as you can, because he explains once you get past the most southerly point of the coastline, if you then start making your way east-southeast, you will eventually get to the western side of Cloudbreaker, and you are to look for a ship that is moored up. It's a ship that's been explained to be about 1.5 your size, so like 1.5 times your size of your guys' ship. And there you should find whomever is looking for resources. You left Ivory Sands, I would say, probably because you stayed and conducted some extra work and like spoke around and talked. You probably left in the afternoon rather than the morning. It's not going to make too much of a difference as you start making your way south. The travel is simple and the travel is relatively easy. And you kind of see, like, as you travel down the island, you can see the various different beaches, the coves and alcoves and stuff that, like, litter the island where Ivory Sands is. And you can kind of see the dense jungle with the birds and the various creatures that poke their head out of the tree lines. And they kind of, like, look at you intently. You can even see where the water seems a bit more clearer as well. And you can kind of see every so often maybe, like, a few fish that pass by near the ship, because it's not terribly deep staying close to the island like this. It's relatively shallow in places. Montrose can navigate it relatively easily. There's no super level difficulty. It's not like super rocky. As you start making your way in the afternoon, makes way to the evening, and again, obviously stop me if anyone wants to do anything. And the evening will eventually become night. You have all carved yourself now by selling some of the wood at Ivory Sands. Some living space. It's cramped, but it's there. And you will have places now to rest that isn't on the deck. Each of you will eventually go to sleep. I assume probably watches ahead to some level of degree. But probably not as intent as, like, camping out in the wilderness. The night passes relatively unchecked, and a day breaks once more. You continue travelling southward. Montrose has pulled away from the island a little bit, but it's still very much within visual range, because there was a small portion of coral and rock that he wanted to avoid, and it was better to go to the deep parts of the ocean to continue southward. Over the left side of your ship, which I believe is starboard. I'm probably wrong, but it's either starboard or port. It's one of them. You do.
Port is left.
Oh, is it port? I knew it. I fucking knew it. So as you look over the port side of the ship, some of you with the keener perception, and then eventually the rest of you, as I'd imagine it would be pointed out, will notice that there is a ship travelling northward. A few miles out from you guys, nowhere near you, but in visual range just. And you kind of just watch them for a moment, just to kind of see if you can kind of discern anything. And they're too far away to probably make out any detail, but you can see that they're heading. They don't change course, and then over the time you watch them, and then they eventually disappear over the horizon, giving something interesting to do, considering it's relatively calm and relatively quiet. And the waters are calm, being right near the island. You're not harried with water and rapid waves and harsh weather. And eventually you'll start seeing as the island tapers in more and more and it gets thinner and thinner. As the Iris Sands outpost seems to be situated on a rather large island, but only a tiny portion is actually inhabited. And then eventually, as the night falls, you'll begin to push yourselves away from the island, as was told, heading east-southeast towards Cloudbreakers. And the night draws in. A couple birds have perched on the tops of your sails and are now hitching a ride with you all of the way, unless you shoot them. The night passes by with a calm and quiet evening. We can now kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can try. Do you want to try, Barnet?
No.
Okay. Yeah?
Whilst we've been travelling, I would like to take a look at the Siren's Rest maps.
Okay.
Just in preparation, so start trying to have a look at them.
As you can see, the maps of Siren's Rest, each of them are identical maps in the sense that they show the entirety of Siren's Rest. They show all 3 sister islands. The only difference is, on each map, a different portion has a piece cut out. One on each of the 3 islands, there is a small, as best as it can be, square that has been cut out. One on the northern island, one on the central island, one on the southern island. They're all, with the exception of this, identical. They are protected. The maps are protected by some arcane means. You've noticed this as they seem to be resistant to natural wear and tear and things like water.
Yeah, because obviously we're on the ocean. There's probably a little bit of ocean sea spray.
Yeah. They are protected in some way, but each of the maps are identical with the exception of the square that is cut out. And each square has a hole placed over each island. 3 maps, 3 islands, 3 holes.
Can I see on the other maps? So say on map 1, the hole is in a specific location. Can I see that location on the other 2 maps?
No. The other maps, like where the holes aren't, it just shows like just the shapes of the islands and maybe basic description if there's like a hill or a mountain or whatever. There's not a mountain, but you know what I mean, or like heavy trees. But looking at, like, say if the one on the southern island and then you look at the one where the hole's on the middle island, you can't see any marking on the other one on the other island.
Okay.
Are you looking at these on your own, or...?
I'm on the top deck. We've not got much room downstairs. If you want to come over, you can do. Like, everyone is available to come and partake. I'm just, peering over maps on the deck of the ship. Come over. Okay, can I, like...
Well, they're probably, the holes are just where to dig, right? Or do we, what is this leading towards? Do we know?
Well, it is, so, this is, I apologise, you were not there at the time. A older gentleman, after we had pushed back an invasion of sorts, a older gentleman asked for us to go to Siren's Rest, which is where we go to after Cloudbreaker, and essentially to investigate into what might be there. He wanted us to bring back 1 piece of treasure. We would be able to keep the rest. So he's
3 pieces of treasure, 3 places they're hidden.
I mean, if we are believed. Yeah, but why would you go to the... Okay. So, this could be a good teachable lesson to see things beyond the means. So, if you are a pirate, so...
Yeah. X marks the spot. I'm just saying.
Yes. But why would you bother creating 3 maps, making them magical, and well, cutting out a section on each one, then making them magical. If you were just going to, why not just make one map with 3 sections cut out?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you lose or one gets stolen, you've only lost 1 bit of treasure.
But they are not on the other 2. There is nothing on the other 2. There is just these 3 sections.
Only one of the maps has the holes in.
No,
Isn't
so
there a hole on
map,
each? There's one hole for one map.
There is one hole
Yeah.
on per map. Each map has a hole for each island.
Yeah.
But where the holes are on the other maps, there is nothing there on the other maps.
No, that's
There's
correct,
nothing
yeah.
like nothing signifying. So there'd be nothing to signify there was treasure. So if you lost 2 maps, you wouldn't then see everything on the 3rd map. Does that make sense? It's like
Exactly, one map for one piece of treasure.
yes, but there is nothing. So on the okay, I see. We might need to dig a little bit into this. So if it is that was the case, why would you make these maps magical?
Depends what the magic does. Can I do an Arcana?
What are you looking at on the map?
I'm trying to figure out what the magical means.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. You
11.
don't discern anything more than that the paper feels sturdier than paper should feel. It seems to be tear and cut resistant and various other basic enchantments to weathering. But that also in itself is just a property of an item being magical. Whether that's the main enchantment or not, you don't know.
Yeah. Could just be
Can
so
I-
they don't get destroyed. But yeah.
Potentially.
Can I hold it up to the sun?
Yeah. You create a small piece of shade on your face with the exception of the hole that's cut out in it.
You just think it does, yeah. If you shine the light through the
Can
hole,
I-
it doesn't happen, but no.
Can I, seeing Apollo do this, may I have it for one
Yeah.
moment? Cool. I am going to hold one over the next and then let the sun pour down, just see if it's, as it goes through the hole, if it's highlighting anything on the next piece of paper, like underneath it.
Try and line the points up.
Yeah, try and line up just to see if there's anything that would suddenly, like, if it went through one
Wait,
piece,
so
the
are you
hole in one piece
lining
of
the
paper.
holes up or the maps up?
I will try both, starting with the holes up to just see if that does.
Lining the holes up doesn't seem to yield anything other than the fact that you've created a line through the paper.
Lining the maps up.
You notice that you can see the different like when you say if you put the one map on top of the other and you can see through the hole on the top paper for the second one, you can see the continuation of the island underneath, and you can see essentially what is missing from the drawing on the one above, but that's about it.
So we can see it almost. But
Yeah,
we
you
can't
can see
anything.
through the hole. You can see to the paper underneath, and obviously the one underneath has the bit of the island drawn there where the hole is on the one above.
I mean, I think you may have been quite right in that these are pirates. Maybe we should think simpler.
Dig there. Or at least go there and see if there's anything there.
And there's nothing done like if I hold it above and let the light shine through. If I, what could I do here?
It says it on fire.
I will allow you, if you wish, rather than being uber specific and trying like 100 different things, if you wish to roll an investigation check, and if Pola's helping you, you may have advantage. Essentially trying multiple different tacks and tests and tricks, maybe trying to discern if the map has any more secrets than it's willing to reveal at the moment.
Yeah, I will assist.
24.
The only thing you notice is, and this is not like any like major discovery, you don't find like suddenly like the map changes to something. You notice a textural difference with the map, inconsistencies. In a sense, the front of the map, the bit where the actual pen and ink drawing is relatively smooth, like parchment paper. Where the back of the map, like, so the blank side, feels extremely coarse and rough, like stone, almost. Very different. That's it.
I think our best option is just go there and see if there's anything there.
It is weird, though. I see what you mean, to be honest, but there's something else, I feel. Yeah, we could head to one of these 3 locations, but it is stone, so maybe... When you say it feels like stone, there's nothing on the back of them, like, is there,
No,
Danny?
it's just a feel.
like...
It's just a textural feel. Like, the difference of, like, you know how old-fashioned parchment is, and it's, like, it's bibbly, but it's smooth for the most part. Like, imagine running your hand across that. That's what the front feels like. Whereas the back feels like, not a jagged rock, but, like, you know, stone and rock, where it's relatively smooth, but it's got that extremely porous and coarse touch. Feels like that on the back, but it doesn't manipulate like stone. It manipulates just like parchment. That's all.
I don't notice anything if I roll it up, if I hold it up and look through it, like nothing.
With the 24, that is essentially you trying every trick and avenue that you could. Because I'm not going to sit here and make you try and think up every single thing. If it was uber specific, I would have covered it in a skill check. Do you know what I mean? Because that's unfair.
You look very much perplexed looking at that item.
It is just so... Come here, Vlad. It is... So these 3 maps are of our next location once we have sold the wood to the people at Cloudbreaker. It is... each one has a section cut out on each of the islands, and it feels as there is something I am not getting. Whilst I do want to believe that obviously the most obvious thing is the most obvious thing, it does not feel right, you know? I feel like somebody who would take the time to magically proof these from any sort of damage would not just cut something out and then go, oh, someone will dig there, you know? That's like almost creating... Why not just leave an X?
Artistic choice.
It is also the fact that... What did the guy say, Danny? Was it that he'd just come across these maps?
If I remember right, he was given them. And he'd always been meaning to go there and try and figure out whatever secrets was held, but by the time he actually could, he was just too damn old.
It is just, why would somebody else not go and get the treasure? Yes, it was
Maybe
obvious.
it's protected by some sort of magic.
Yes, they are protected from damage.
No, magic. Is there some
The
sort of
treasure
magic?
itself. Well, the maps are, but yeah, the treasure itself might be as well.
There's nothing to say that no one has attempted it and just not been successful.
You may be right.
Welcome back, Ben.
Does anyone else have any ideas? Is there anything else that others can use? Nothing.
What are we trying to do?
They're still looking over the Siren's Rest maps. With the investigation of 24, they've basically... That was me allowing Rose to cover all of the... Let's try wetting it, let's try holding it up to the sun, let's fold it, like, do all the bits and bobs. The only thing that's been found out is that there's a textural difference from one side of the map to the other. One side, the map side, feels like map and parchment. The other side feels coarse and like smooth rock and stone. But that's it. But go on, Rose.
No, do I get the impression that this might need to be placed somewhere?
It's possible.
I was thinking that as well.
It's very
I feel
possible.
like this is like a you are here kind of deal. Like we have to place it somewhere to lead to the next bit.
It's very possible. The problem is, theory like that is all well and good, but there is no way to prove or disprove it until
we get there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. I'll pocket them again and just be like,
it's definitely in the realm of, yeah, that sounds very possible.
I just feel that we cannot damage them. We cannot. There is something that is telling me this might be a little scavenger hunt of sorts.
Or a heist.
How fascinating. A heist? Have you took part in many heists, Paula?
I walk off. Reserving the right to not self-incriminate.
It is fine. None of us are judging you here. I am sure we are all very accustomed to breaking the laws.
Sorry, I will be judging you.
That is because you are very judgy. Like...
Judge away.
And as the conversation of judging, you hear Montrose shout up. We have sight of a Cloudbreakers.
Lando?
We imminently, maybe a few hours. But the problem is, if you all look, and he'll point out, the tree is fucking huge.
Is there what?
As you will see in the center of the island, that there is a singular tree that stands out amongst all of the others. From this distance, it looks like a normal tree right in front of you. It spans probably hundreds and hundreds of feet wide and around hundreds of feet tall, maybe even thousands of feet tall. As you can see, a tree that its canopy cannot be seen easily as it breaks the clouds.
See, that is why they called it Cloudbreaker. It is now quite obvious.
Yes.
Oh, we're just selling wood here, aren't we?
I think they've got enough wood.
That is what I was thinking, but apparently they want this wood, and our captain has seen in his utmost duty to get us to cut ourselves all the way out here to sell them some wood.
I'm hearing people being saltier than the sea at the minute. Look, they obviously haven't cut the fucking tree down because it's there. So
they probably need different type of wood.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the one thing. Wood. Remember, the Crimson Blossom Isle produces a unique wood, which is what you're currently causing. It's not El Generico wood.
No.
I promise you, I was not being salty. I was just trying to do some of that famous pirate banter that I have heard you and Wade were at each other's throats half the time.
You're salty about the wood.
No, I am not salty about the wood. He is.
Oh.
Go on, dear Captain. Would you like to...
What do you mean? We've got hours until we get there.
Oh, I thought we were like pulling up. Sorry.
No, the reason why you're a couple hours away. Montrose called it out because it's so fucking big. It's been seen from miles away.
I will request.
You're probably an hour or two away from the island itself.
Do we have a small plank, like a little plank, not a big plank, but like a little section that we could maybe? Yeah. I can take to fetch it, and then Josiah, maybe you can show them the goods, because we are not going to be able to moor our ship. We will obviously have to. How are we at? That is a very good thing. Is there a dock here? Can we see a dock from where we're looking?
No,
As far as you were
it-
told, the island's uninhabited, and by uninhabited I mean it doesn't have a settlement.
We've got a
How
rowboat
do-
Yeah,
off the
we've got
back.
the rowboat. I can take
We
us
will.
ashore.
But how are we Sorry. How are we getting the wood from the boat to the island?
They've got a
once they
ship.
purchase?
Wood floats.
Well,
Tied
they've
together.
got a ship as well, so we can just
Oh, right,
drop
okay.
more to them and transfer
Yeah.
it over. I feel
Okay,
like I've got a
that's-
decent plan, and you're trying to make it sound like a shitty plan. If I'm being honest.
What? Are you okay? You seem a little.
No, I'm just like
Right.
we are selling some like.
Should I have
high
left these
quality
pictures?
wood, and you're putting holes in a plan. We might like let's just adapt. Like we're getting there. Like if there's a problem, I'll be accountable to it. But at the minute, there isn't a problem, is it? Again, you're overthinking things, Naya. You don't need to right now.
She does that, yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
I was just asking some questions. I did not expect for you to get that defensible. That it is okay. I know. Was just meaning. I didn't realize that you had a plan. It would have been good that if you had told us, maybe.
The plan's just to sell the wood.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh my god.
If they
We're all
want it, they
going
can
to
come get it.
die. We are all going to die. And she will start muttering in
Fine.
Elvish, why the fuck did I pick these people?
Sugar.
What the fuck have I done? And
No, I missed
start
something.
walking away.
Oh no.
And he'll sort of say out loud, like, "Is the wood trade more perilous than I thought?" I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know. Nobody tells me nothing.
I think she thinks so much about things she ends up confusing herself.
Aye.
Eventually, as conversation continues, you will eventually start to see the island get closer and closer. And does anyone have a spyglass in the party?
No.
I don't think so.
Spyglasses are very expensive. I do not think you would have one yet.
So you're just relying
Unless
on
some-
eyesight. Okay, cool.
And currently, I have not got any herbs or anything, so I cannot change Kavain. But
It's fine. Eventually, the island will get closer and closer, and you will eventually see a boat that is currently moored up about there on that little kicky out bit at the base of the large tree. You can see a small ship that is running blue sails and is made, looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like a dicky shit ship. It looks pretty good. And eventually pulling closer and closer to a point where you can start to see people. And you can start to see the basic construction of what looks like various different wooden structures that have been placed out on the dirt just past the beach, and you can see what looks to be about 24 people.
Well, I'll command like. I don't know if it's like the white flag or if there's like a we want to trade flag or like Ben don't know.
how
names.
far are we away?
No.
Um,
Josiah would know.
You're
and
probably a
Paul would
few
probably
hundred
know.
feet away at this point. Now you've started to like see people and stuff with a bit of detail.
Can I put a friendly flag on whatever that would entail? I don't know.
What colour?
Josiah would know. A friendly flag, whether it's like the parlay flag or a whatever. Like
Okay.
Yeah,
So you-
asking for a safe dock.
You just notice that as you get closer and closer and you signal flags, you see about a dozen of them like stop and they've started to like look at you, and you can make perception checks for those that are like looking at these people. Let's see how much detail you get. Okay. So Josiah, Vlad, Polar, and Dax, you all notice that the people on the beach are heavily armored. We're talking plate like level armor. Like these guys like knights, like dressed. You'll notice that the ship has on the side a name. So let me get the name and put it in chat. As you will notice, the ship is called Bartran's Boys.
Yeah.
And a few of them, you'll notice that at some point, like one of them uses like the back. Yeah.
Does anyone mention this? And if so, can I have a look to know if that name is of historical or current relevance? Is Bertrand specifically somebody or something we should know?
It would have been passed on.
Yeah.
You may make a history check if you wish.
Thank you.
Guess maybe I might have heard of it. Of it.
Wow.
I guess I'll
I
I'll
won't
try and
put
do
my
a
name
history
to it
check in case it's like a
No.
pirate thing.
Okay.
Oh
Does
dear.
anyone else wish to do a history check?
Oh dear.
I don't think I know anything about it at all.
Just
on,
by
Dad.
the
Come
off
on, Vlad.
chance.
There we
Yay.
go.
Okay. Dax, given your complex history, you do have I'm sorry, Josiah. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But given your complex history, you tend to know little bits about lots of things. And the name Bartrand does ring some bell, and you don't know much about it, but like you swear you've heard that name in like mercenary circles or something before. Like, given some like brushes with various different groups that you've had, you remember like this name being brought up as like a mercenary or a mercenary group or something like this.
Yeah. Related to some mercenaries from what I recall. Though I don't really know much about them myself.
What would mercenaries be doing here in this sort of territory?
Well, we're about to find out.
I just mean, I thought this was pirate capital of the world.
I mean,
Security work.
why you send people who are armed for something that's got value? Whatever that value is, we don't know yet.
Okay. We continue on.
Yeah. I guess the flag is
Yeah.
whatever the friendly flag, whatever that is.
Well,
is...
what I was about to say was
Can we
when the
ping-
history check was being asked for, was that as you guys are getting closer, you'll notice that one of them on the beach is using something metallic to reflect the like light, giving like a light signal, like almost responding to you in a way.
No.
Are we within? Am I within 100 feet of this guy?
Not yet.
Okay.
You will be soon though.
As soon as I am, Naivara will turn to Josiah and be, would you like me to send a little message? I can talk to him for you?
Yeah. Just you know, say it's the it's what kind of Crimson Blossom would like. We're here to trade.
We are the crew of the Wade's West. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I think.
Excellent.
So
I will
to be
wait
able to
till I'm
get,
within
to be able to
100
get,
feet.
I was gonna say, to be able to get within 100 feet, you're gonna have to pretty much fully moor up and saddle the ship alongside theirs. 100 foot is, when you're talking in scales of this, it doesn't go far. You got to think your
Actually,
ship is 60 foot in length. Just remember that from back to front.
What's the?
Can I get eye contact to? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Yes,
I was just gonna say, can I get Sorry.
Oh, go on. It's all right. I'll get to both of you in a sec. I can't do both of you at the same time, Ben.
Hello.
What?
Reflective thing.
Yes.
Do you want to know what it is? Can I reply?
Make an intelligence check. Oh, it's making a
Okay.
survival check. Sorry.
Okay.
If it's sailing stuff, can I assist?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right, advantage then.
I will get to you in a sec, Rose.
It's fine.
Okay. You don't recognize it, unfortunately.
Okay.
I would say a 9 is enough to know that they are trying to communicate with you and you know of it, but you don't know it to understand what they're saying.
Okay.
Rose?
I'm gonna get Icon Type to get ready the rowboat, and I will go down in the rowboat. So we can get a little bit closer, so I can talk.
Oh, Montrose was gonna get the ship, like, as close to the shoreline, like, next to their ship.
Yeah, it was like more to
No, I just meant so we can communicate, if that makes sense. I will get that there, or are we mooring our ship? Is
Up
that
to you
what's
guys.
happening?
Montrose, unless you tell him otherwise, was gonna moor the ship up.
Right, I'm a clever person, right? Rose wouldn't know this, but Navarra's smart. How difficult is it to unmoor a ship?
It's not difficult, it just takes time. Because it's a lot of tying the ship down so it doesn't float off. And like putting the sails up and things like this. It's not difficult, it just takes time.
Captain?
Yeah.
You need to make a decision. Do we
Uh,
moor?
I think we more the ship. They are settled.
I think slow down first. To a
Yeah,
point
that's
where
why I was.
if we moor ship and name hostile, that's going to take us time to get the stuff
Get
moving.
away. They could be telling us to fuck off right now, and we don't know. So maybe we stop Montrose and then we do a little boarding party just to get close enough that we can communicate and find out whether they are hostile or whether they are welcoming us in. Then we can get the.
No,
How
right.
does?
I mean, I think like more in the ship, yeah. But if we slowed, I don't mind. We'll get the boat then. Get the little
Okay.
boat.
Yeah, get the little boat. Do a little. Get halfway between the two, so we can
Get
tell
within
Montrose
range
to
of your
more. Yeah,
not sending, sorry, message.
yeah. So I want to be in the middle so that I can send back to the boat, so we can tell them to moor or
Okay.
what we need to do. That makes sense.
Okay,
Please.
it's going to take a bit more time, but yeah, so essentially you pull the ship up, just off the shore, you drop the rowboat that you have at the back of the ship, and you sail yourself in between. At this point, like, the vast majority of the people that are on the island now are on the beach looking at you, and you can see there's probably about two and a half dozen.
Is anyone coming with me? Because I'm not very strong. Cool. Thank you.
We all were, but
Yeah.
They've
Oh,
long
we all
stopped.
are?
They've long stopped communicating with the metallic object. They're now just kind of like
Agreeing that
stood
we
up-
didn't get it.
They're now just kind of stood on the beach, like looking at you, like waiting.
So Navarra, when she will pull out her fog watch and hold it up to her ear like a little flip phone, and just wait until she's within range, and then she'll. I'm guessing because she's not quite sure when it happens, she'll just keep on like sending a message until it goes through, if that makes sense.
And what do you say?
She would be like, hello, we are the crew of the Wade Rest, captained by Josiah Blacksoul. We are here to trade some Crimson Blossom wood. We have heard you are in interest of this.
Yeah, and I would imagine you aim for the person that looks and stands out
Oh
the
yeah, the
most as
fancy
the
guy.
yeah, and well, fancy no, but there's a guy that definitely stands out, who stands like in
The
front of
authoritative.
yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually the signal of your
He can respond.
I know.
He will get the impression that he can talk back to me if he wants.
You'll feel the connection, and you send your message, and you will just get the response back. Alright, well, put your ship next to ours, and we'll help you get on the land. Alright?
insight check.
Yeah?
Just a little one. Just to see if I feel like I am being led down the garden path. Just 1 second. It's probably silly, it's probably fine, but... At 19? Can I tell anything in his voice that seems a little bit like... Just a little bit, not untruthful, because I don't think insight could tell you whether someone's telling a lie, but am I getting the impression that his voice wavers at all or anything?
No. He just instructed that you put your ship next to theirs, and they'll assist you on getting on the land.
Oh, cool. I will then point over back towards our ship and tell Montrose to start mooring, and we will move, I'm guessing, towards that. Or towards the wherever we're getting up. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you,
You know
put
what
the
I'm getting
rowboat
at.
back on the ship, or do you just carry on to land in the rowboat?
Carry on to land in the rowboat. How far away are we now? We're within 100 feet.
Yeah.
It's not going to take that long.
So I'm just checking.
Going and get, and I will tell Montrose to moor the ship next to theirs. I will basically say pull up against theirs.
But you'll notice that there is a crew of what looks like just born and bred sailors. About a dozen. And then you notice, obviously, there is a large group of soldiers. Is probably the closest description. They're wearing heavy metal armor. And you can see that they're wearing fabrics adorned, tabard, not quite tabards, but like of a style in the same color blue that matches the sails of the ship. The guy that you were speaking with, you notice, has short, like raggy brown hair, but you'll notice on his left side of his face, he's missing the vast majority of the left side of his hair. And you'll notice it's because on his left side of his face and on the scalp, he's got heavy burn marks, like scars. And it looks like something's obviously happened at some point in the past and has now kind of ruined the hair and head and face quite awfully. It looks quite undead looking is probably the closest way to explain it, because the skin looks all like tight and taut, and it's not pleasant. People know what burn scars look like.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll make your way on, and then they'll assist you by throwing ropes and then like kind of pulling you in. You can see, you'll notice as well that with the exception of what you assume is Bartrand, the other soldiers are wearing heavy and thick furs on their armor, and that they're also wearing large packs on their back. But they throw ropes out and help pull you in and like put the ship on the shore and pull you up, and then the man you were speaking with will approach you and go, "Alright, well, once your ship gets on board, we can discuss how much you have, and we can see how much we need."
Josiah's like putting his big hat on and goes over, extends a hand. Josiah?
Bartrand.
Sorry.
Bartrand Colser. And we'll put his hand out as well. He's here all mine, and I assume everyone there's yours.
Right.
So, you have wood, you said, for sale, the Crimson Blossom.
Strong stuff, yeah.
Good. All of you can take an hour. We'll deal with the merchants, and then we'll continue. And then he'll get a lot of responses, and you hear male and female voices in, "Hi, sir."
Can I ask what you're doing here?
We've come here for some intense training. We come to places like this every so often. Put the furs on, put the armor, weights in the packs, condition them for extreme heat. And again, you'll notice that with the armor, a lot of them are wearing like heavy winter furs in jungle climates.
Ooh.
It's
Impressive.
tough, but it works.
Aye.
And although he sounds very hoarse, in his voice. Probably looking at other portions of his body for like age descriptors, he probably looks middle-aged at best. He doesn't look terribly old.
He just got fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very clear that this man is battle-hardened or error-prone, one or the other. He's seen shit.
Where do you hail from? Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just asking, where are you from, monsieur?
Originally, Sahildanas, but I haven't been there for quite some time. I've been pretty much a free worker, traveling now with these lot for 15, 20 years.
Where's Silderness? In the world.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Sahildanas is right here.
Can you shift ping?
Yep. It's alt.
Okay.
Shipping's not working.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Oh, okay. Sahildanas is quite a...
Yeah. You can either pronounce it Sahildanas or Sahildanas. Either. There's no real wrong way.
I'm just doing weird, terrible French accent.
No. The point is, there's a couple of ways of pronouncing it because it is a bit convoluted.
I was there maybe 30 years ago. It is quite a nice place.
It is.
Well, 50. Was it 50? It might have been 50. Apologies. It has been a while, I think. Or is it 30? I do not know. Some time ago. Apologies.
Right, well, we're looking at least to set up a temporary settlement here while we work, but we're looking for about half a ton of wood if you have it.
How much do we have?
£500, that is.
Let's have a look.
You definitely have more than that.
Yeah. We've got £2,500, so get rid of £500 of it. But they were going to pay on a lot for it, weren't they?
Midnight says hi to everybody.
Hello.
Midnight.
Is it just half a ton that you would like? Or would you like a little more?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Maybe Pirate Boy should have done this, but I don't care. Oh, Pirate Boy definitely should have done it. That's a natural one.
Yeah.
I've got a decent persuasion. It's +3. I'm quite charismatic. I just can't do it.
You sure?
I've got a 16 in charisma. I'm meant to be quite charismatic. I just roll like shit.
It was about this as a offer. It's okay, Midnight. I'll take more if you insist. But let's make it a wager. Complete a day's training here. What these do. If you all pass, I'll purchase whatever you have. If you don't, I'll purchase the 500 at half the price.
Well, how much were you going to purchase for? That's the question.
8 silver a pound.
And you would do the same if we... This seems like a worse deal, to be honest. Captain.
I mean, I'm happy just to sell the 500 and...
I think we just sell the 500s and then take...
He looks around and it's like, lady that used to wear a big sun hat, he's thinking, You're thinking maybe Vlad, maybe Dax, maybe Polar, but Bonnet. He's like.
Polar doesn't look happy.
No.
Oh,
No.
I think.
I
we
do
have
not
different-
even think I can carry the armor itself.
Yeah, it would be a struggle.
Mm,
I can't wear armor.
Look, I would say his passive insight's more than enough to realise that that's the sort of issue. If the weight is more your issue, I can trade at least for those that are not as imbued with strength. We can maybe do it for just the furs. Make it temperate intensive.
I think C500 would be enough, Captain. We can always take this to the other locations.
You
They
will
might need it
notice,
more.
like, as you like kind of like talking away from it, there is a bit of a wry smirk just from the guy. Not like being a shit, or, like, well, he is being a shit, but in like a not a malicious way.
Oh, he's recognising shit, talking shit. Do you know what I mean?
Like he's recognizing that it's kind of like, you know, the fuck around, find out, like, Raph. He's just realised you kind of immediately.
He wanted 500 wood, and like we tried to push him. He's like, well, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, no, it's fair enough.
Yeah, no hurt on either side.
I'm happy to trade £500 for 4,000 gold. That seems
Tasty.
this is a reasonable amount. One question now, I'm interested. So, what is your plans after this? Is this your camp for a bit?
The next few months. We usually come here during the hotter periods of the year. Get our working.
What are you doing after? Would you be open to a contract?
Nivara starts smiling.
Depends on the
Walking
contract.
on.
What did you say, sorry, Danny?
Depends on the contract. What are you looking for? Are you looking for someone to help transport goods for you, or?
Looking, I'll be honest, one entrepreneur to another. We're looking at an assault on a boat. It could be docked, or it could be at sea.
I did think you were a little all over dressed for merchants. And I would say, like, at this point, other people from the ship are starting to board the land now, so other members of the party can get involved if they so choose.
I thought we were all on the boat, to be fair.
I thought we were all in the boat, but never mind.
Well, you were on the rowboat, but I want about people on the boat.
Yeah, I think everyone passively came along on the rowboat.
Oh, okay,
while
okay,
we were on.
okay. If that's the case, that's fine. I just assumed some people would say beyond for some reason.
We are overdressed. Polo, you says that this looked like someone from this place.
No, he said
He means
You said you said you look overdressed for merchant. Because
Oh.
bearing in mind what you guys are doing, he assumed you were merchants, and then as merchants you don't quite dress like merchants, and then you're asking as merchants to put a bounty on somebody. That's what he's getting at, because he's looking at you from the perspective of what you are.
Yeah.
Are you the Bertrand? Who is...
He's Bertrand, yeah.
He's Bertrand.
I'll put his name in the chat. He did introduce himself as Bertrand Colser.
Yeah. He introduced...
He did. Would you be willing, maybe, that at some point I would send you a little message in your head, if it is when we are going to call the bounty?
If the terms are agreeable, then I can't see why we can't come to an arrangement.
What terms? What would be the amount? The crew is about 50.
Well, the main point is that you're not sending us into shit work.
Oh no, we will be with you.
We don't accept duties that look like suicide.
Fair enough.
Hmm?
As it stands, it would be us, hopefully a few other boats.
It is also in the future. right? We are not hiring you now.
No.
No.
So maybe when we have a actual contract and some more information about submission, we can contact them. Save us promising something that might have changed.
I was more
Get them.
just trying to get, like, what would be the figure? What would we... So we don't waste your time, is more...
A ship of about 50. Probably do it for 5 or 6, maybe. What's the
1,000.
screaming? What the fuck?
Liam's adoring
Liam.
fans.
What?
Found him. It's Liam's adoring fans, they found him.
What the fuck are you doing, Liam?
I'm doing nothing.
Or what are you watching?
Nothing. It's not me.
It was your mic. I saw it come up on screen.
Okay. 5 or 6 what?
1,000?
Yeah.
Hmm.
One attack, one ship.
The whole contract?
You said you're having other people help you out, correct?
Right.
Well, if you're having other help as well, then 5 or 6,000, depending on if their crew expands or not, in the future should be sufficient. Considering I can't imagine individual involvement will be extreme.
For how long, monsieur?
You said you wish to make an assault, so this would be for the assault. Whatever fight you are engaging in.
Well, we would obviously have to get back to you when we are good to go.
As
And
you
good
said.
to put together a contract. Shall we make a deal now on the wood, though? 8
think-
silver per pound?
Yeah.
Can we stop
508
moving it?
silver.
What did you say, so?
508
8
silver.
per pound.
Yeah.
Just double checking. I'm sure it's on the up and up, but I've been caught out by that before. So just double checking.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what did you
8
say,
pounds on the
Chris?
up and up.
What was how much per... What? What's the
8
amount?
silver per pound.
Like he said earlier, he was going to pay 8 silver a pound for 500 pound until you guys started trying to see if he wanted more, and that's basically, he's just saying, we'll do that, because that's what he wanted.
So that's 400 gold. Okay, yep.
And once it's agreed in principle, he will have, your crew will open the wooden grate that's on the top of the deck, giving access to the cargo hold. And then he will have his people, and obviously your crew as well, will help start unloading the equivalent of in lumber.
Yeah.
Whilst we're moving things over, Navarro will say to Josiah, it is not a bad deal considering it is more the ship than the people.
I mean, the ship looks good, but I mean, those are...
As you
those are
notice,
fighters.
they ship more and more. Like yeah, with the fighters, they look heavily armed. They look well built. They look capable. You notice the ship has 3 ballistas as well. Their ship does. 1 on port, 1 on starboard, and 1 on the bow.
So, for each of our crew members who are good at what they do, we, for a week, pay them a wage, meaning that mercenary work obviously is a little bit higher because of the threat of death, even though he did say he wouldn't go into dangerous locations or a suicide mission, but I think he means more we're not going to send them in to die, rather than
what he meant by that was more like he's not gonna assault an army on his own just because you pay him to.
Yeah.
He's not gonna put himself or his people in
Right,
the way that's clearly he's not gonna put against like incredible odds. If he thinks
Which
it's
is what she was
fair
saying,
or in their
it's-
favor, he'll do it.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. He says suicide mission dangerous, but she thinks that's more. Yeah, I get what you mean. That's
He will
what she
happily
meant.
take dangerous work, but he will not take work that is like suicide, because
Yeah.
there is nothing in it for him or anyone else.
Oh, I totally agree. I wasn't disagreeing with you.
No, I was just more explaining it a bit better, just so you understood.
It is more so. 450 people and the ship. That is a good deal.
Aye. I mean,
Even.
Oh no, 50 people was the, remember the Prescotts. These guys here, and again, as you've spent more time, you'll get a better idea of numbers. There's about 12 sailors that work with Bartrand, and then not counting Bartrand, there looks to be about 25 trained fighters. So 26 if you count Bartrand.
It is more, and this is, like I say, going to come out just due to the fact that for our own ship upkeep costs, it would seem like an extreme fee, but it is more danger money.
no, I think it could be.
And
The
the
other
ship.
thing you got to consider, I think it would be worth the payment, and the other thing you got to consider, it might be worth investing in having these kind of troops that can take a ship, and then we've got Prescott's ship then, haven't we?
Well, this is what
That's
I
a
meant.
good point.
Is,
That's a good point, because looking at differences between how work would probably be done, these guys look like they would board a ship and they would like put a man down, whereas when you look at Antoinette, because she has,
Blow the ship up.
oh no, it would literally be 3 ships pull up, blockade their ship in, and would just bombard it from the shoreline. They would like turn it to dust. Whereas, yeah, you've probably got a much better chance of actually keeping Prescott's ship afterwards with these guys compared to the Antoinette.
if you look at it from the fact that there is, what would you say, 26 people, including Bertrand.
That are fighters. Yeah. 12 sailors and 26 capable men and women.
And it would be until the job is done so for the assault as such. So whether that's one night or
for one assault, which unless the fight goes awfully, you can't imagine them gonna cancel the assault halfway unless something drastic happens. Yeah, it's one cost.
Yeah, it is a good deal. It is approximately 231 gold per person, which is actually a really decent deal.
I mean, they seem to pride themselves in training and being effective. It makes sense.
I just think that maybe when we get closer to the time, I can give him a little, message, and we can pull him in.
I mean, my hope is we find either other people willing to work with us, or we get more ships. And then
I think it is a little more maybe putting together. What is it when you have a group of representatives, maybe a council of sorts? So you have multiple ships and each of the captains has a voice? People might be into that in a place where they have decided to leave other forms of governmental structure. They may be wanting to have a voice. It might unite people. And Jacob also is a big threat who is going to piss a lot of people off.
We'll figure out how we work together with people. I guess we just see when we get to it. If we find captains who want to work with us, they might not want a council. We might make ships, make a council. We just gotta adapt to it when it comes like this. We found this. We improvise. We'll move forwards.
I was only, yes, I know it is. I'm not putting things in stone. I am just offering potential suggestions.
You gotta improvise, Navarro.
I know how to improvise. Do not worry.
Are we? He'd be like, "Are we ready to sail? And everything loaded up."
It's going to take probably an hour or two to unload the ship. We will time skip it, obviously, if people wish. You notice that the wooden structures that you saw from the shoreline seem to be various frameworks that are intended, and you'll notice that some of the crew are using it as means of testing dexterity, climbing up and trying to navigate through various different things. It's basically like an army assault course almost they've made.
Whilst we are kind of moving things over,
Mhm.
would I be able to talk to Bertrand at some point?
You
And
certainly
just
may.
be like,
Well, Bartrand never left when you were talking about
oh.
this. You were kind of just stood in front of him.
Bertrand, whilst you have been in the archipelago, have you had, and other than just training, have you encountered any sort of hostile creatures? People? Anything along those kind of lines?
On this island or generally?
Generally.
There is generally a great deal of unpleasantries with people. Number of bandit groups wish to interfere in what you're doing, but most of them are easily navigatable when your ship looks as it does.
Anything particularly unusual?
It's game
Or
on.
anything we should be aware of? Nice! Come on, Bertrand!
The only thing that I have noticed is that the pirate ships are noticeably fewer and fewer recently. There used to be a lot more of them. And the ones that are here, far less manned than normal. With
Do
the
you
exception
mean
of the
when-
Baroness.
Do you mean, hypothetically, that you are noticing them go in a certain direction full and then less manned as they go in the opposite direction? Or just
More that
it looks like
certain known crews that we've dealt with in the past have gone missing entirely. We have asked,
oh.
and they have not been heard of in months.
Oh. Anybody in particular?
I'll have to send you that after the stream because I've got to dig it all out. All right.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, but yeah, no, he knows of two crews personally that he's first-hand dealt with, but he's then been made aware of a few others, but he doesn't know the names of them. But I will get those to
And
you.
it's around this area as well.
Well,
of
in the archipelago generally, but he does specify that him's crew tends to occupy the southern and western portions of the archipelago, just because it's what they know more and know best.
She'll kind of look at Josiah on this notes and just kind of like, You have been most helpful, Bertrand. I look forward to seeing your crew again.
And if you change your mind on some working out and hard labor, you'll let me know as well.
Hard labor is not for me. I am more used to carrying books than carrying furs.
I meant more generally to all of you, not just yourself.
Oh. Apologies. I was the only one talking, so I thought you were talking to me. I am, yeah, we are. I think that Vlad would be able to do it. The rest of us, not so much.
Speak for yourself.
You are more compact strength rather than actual musculature. It is no offense.
Sometimes those people are the ones that are actually the strongest. The ones with the impressive physiques usually aren't the strongest. By quite a bit.
It depends on your measure of strength as well. We are assuming this is in like, and she'll do like the strong like gesture. You know, it's like when someone does strong man, and then be like, and some other people are a little weak with other things. It would be interesting, I think, but maybe another time when we are not so busy. Thank you.
And as your money is paid, and in a
Can we pop it in?
Yep.
I'll put it in. I'll put it in.
It's given to you in
Cool.
platinum pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll adjust that. I'll put it in as gold.
Doesn't make much of a difference, but it's an interesting thing because you get handed a small pouch, and Nivara, I would imagine her cackles are a bit like, oh no, what's going on? Like, what shit trick's about to be pulled? And you kind of put your hand in, and you see that the metallic shimmer of not silver but platinum, and it's kind of like, oh.
So where were you before you came here? Like in the world? Hello?
We left the
Oh.
northern shores of Burgundia, south of here.
Burgundia?
Yes. Finished
How
up a bit
intriguing.
of work. Came here for our bits of pro action and training. And then we headed to Lavastrosa after.
Lavasosa? Oh,
East.
you have been all around. Oh no, yes, I was in Lavasosa a while back.
You actually say that, Liam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom has been everywhere. Yes.
No. I asked if Liam actually said what he put in the chat, that's all.
Yeah, I didn't want to disturb.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sounds nice there. Can we go? Oh,
I'm
So
sure
where?
you can arrange yourself travel. You have a ship and crew.
this is probably something we should discuss on this ship. If whether this is a necessity or a want, Monsieur Barnett.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, good to go.
And with that, the rest of the Bartrand's boys will eventually start heading back to their training, and you can see that essentially they've got large stones and various other metallic objects packed deep into packs. They're wearing furs and heavy armor, and you can see them tackling these, what unarmored and free of weight would be relatively trivial forces, but as you can probably imagine, it's extreme. The sailors you'll see them start looking over the wood, probably putting it to use in whatever machinations they need, whether they're the ship or construction on the island. You will eventually get yourself back on board, and Montrose will greet you all. Welcome back. It seems that it was relatively successful, no?
It's more productive than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Well, it's a shame we couldn't get rid of all of it, but this time.
Well, making contacts is sometimes more valuable.
Very good, Captain. To Siren's Rest now, yes?
Let's
see. And preparations to set sail will be made as all of you will now start making your way to Siren's Rest. I will start revealing portions of that as you do. There it is.
I think I start putting the crew on high alert when we start heading into the western portion.
Okay. Just like looking out for anything that could probably be a threat.
It's more Prescott. It's more. We're heading past Ulcer's Den. We're heading.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because his abode is right there on the southern side of Ulster's.
Yeah. So we are. This is his territory.
It's a fair point. It's a good point. Can you just roll 2d20s for me? This will be through perception with advantage because they'll be helping and assisting each other. It'll be based off Shell's perception, which is a +4.
Yeah. Dirty 20 then for Shell.
Not bad, not bad. Probably, and this is with some assistance from other members of the crew, but yeah, she gets herself a dirty 20. And again, I'm not going to keep rolling it like every 5 minutes. This is more generalized over a long period of time. As you guys start heading out, it's calm. There is not much to be had. You don't see any ships immediately, but you do start to see, as you start heading westward, the bits of the Ivory Sands Island coming into view as you start leaving behind Cloudbreaker. Day becomes the night. You will all eventually settle to rest. Given the alert you put the crew on, they opt to go with low light travel during night rather than having lanterns and things lit. Just in case. But travel is slower, but consistent throughout this portion of the night time. And you will all eventually get yourselves a very good rest. The night will break into day. And you'll notice that the water is getting a little more choppy. It's more difficult to traverse in the sense that the water's not as calm and it's just a bit of a fight and progress slows down a little bit.
Cool.
During the morning and afternoon, the sails get good wind, but the water like kind of is like fighting with you a little bit, and like the waves like pushing back eastward. But the ship is able to cut through and continue as best as it can. Eventually, you will all hear a shout of warning as Shell board the ship. She will notice, she points out that something weird's happening in the water. And as each of you go to check, you will notice that there is a large, like, whirlpool going on at the ship ahead of you. What do you guys do?
Evasive, steer the fuck away.
They basically move us.
Okay. Make a charisma check, because this is you now commanding the crew.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if I technically can't roll under an 8, but
Why?
it's a class thing.
Oh, don't worry. It's the lower the better. This one.
So that would make it an 11 then. Okay.
Hang on. No, it's persuade, deceive, or intimidate.
I would put it
So,
under a
no.
persuasion.
Okay.
Because
You
this
treat
is...
the D20 as a roll of 7 or low. Yeah. Yeah. As an 8. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to move you over to the ship's map. I've just been populating it with the crew. They're currently generic tokens at the moment. But you can see... I'm going to color code them. So red is for Montrose. Blue is for Icontyke. Toll, who will be below deck for the most part, is green. And then Shell is purple. I'm going to put Toll on the GM layer because he'll be below deck. I think that's everybody on the deck, isn't it? Missing anybody? Axe, yes. If you wish to put yourself on top deck, mate. Vlad is currently straddling your ballista. I'll move him along.
You also got a stray hobgoblin.
What? Oh, that's oh, that's Chichitik. Right, hang on. There we go. Welcome back, Rose. You're back just in time. It's going bad.
Oh no. I was gone for 3 minutes.
The water was getting incredibly choppy.
We're about to go
And
under.
ahead, A whirlpool was spotted. A charisma check was made to command the crew in this desperate situation. And as you can see, that went fantastic. The water starts to bubble and ripple around in the front of the ship and to the sides. As
Can I know I wasn't here at the time. Can I alter time and have him try again?
Yeah, I'll allow
and use my chronal shift.
I'll allow it. Then roll persuasion. You're getting a reroll. Because that's fair, because you wasn't there, so I'll allow it. We haven't gone too
Thank
far.
you.
One better. From an 11 to a 12.
God damn it! Do better.
You start to see bubbles blooming, or like visually the description. Like, you know, when have you ever seen like underwater explosions, and then you know when the water like explodes like at the top, and it like blooms out and then like explodes, but like there's no actual explosion, but it's just that top visual. And you start seeing water just like rippling and rising around you, and as the ship's pulling in, Montrose will attempt to like pull it to the left and go around, so essentially turning southward. But obviously the water is now starting to fight the ship at this point, and you will notice that these large globules of water start like jettisoning out the water, but then remaining as in front of the ship and to the sides of the ship, you'll start seeing these large water creatures poking their heads out. You guys have an immediate reaction. You have one action to prepare, if you wish.
Algae Blast.
Right?
I'm sorry? What was that again?
Eldritch
The
Blast.
Algae Blast. We're doing that one.
What? Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, did you not hear him the first time?
No, I did. But he's not a warlock. So, or he
No,
wasn't a warlock.
It isn't that. It's when we had your feet in it. I didn't say what I was going for.
Right. I'm pretty damn sure 20 hits. I just want to double check. Just give me a
I
sec.
really hope so.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm sorry, dude. 20 hits.
Not it hits. For 4 force damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna chill touch the same guy over here. I think I can reach him. 90 feet. He is 90 feet away. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot my cock hand. Ooh. 25.
25 misses. But it's gonna hit anyway, because I'm nice like that. I'll let it hit.
Ooh.
I'll let it hit.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny. You're very kind.
Oh yeah.
I know. Like, among other attributes I have, like being humble and nice, I am very, very attributing to my friends, ain't I? No, they're in they're in an encounter, Midnight. Boss fight, that's up to them. Depends what they see of it. Right, so
Yeah,
does
we're
anyone else
fighting
have a
the sea.
reaction?
Yes.
Yeah,
Liam, go.
I'm just gonna rage and throw a javelin.
Okay.
I do my Angie,
Disadvantage,
D8.
by the way.
I still get my D8 stuff though. I'll
Yeah.
sort out in a second. It's gonna.
It will be at it's I think it's just in flat
You
range.
can do it.
It's 30 foot
Is it-
javelin.
Ah, so yeah, disadvantage.
It'll be disadvantage. Yeah.
You could reckless it if you wish.
I'm not that
eat.
reckless with a javelin.
Okay.
I'm not that skilled with it.
Fair enough. So what does an 8 get you, Liam?
Nothing at all. Oh, I mean on the thing. Sorry, I thought you meant on the dice roll.
Yes, Liam, on the D8. What does an 8 get you? Nothing at all. No, I'm pretty fucking sure it does something.
I could have rolled an 8 on my attack.
I know. That was ironic, yeah.
Where's the table gone? Hold on. I always use the table here. Well, Surge. Okay.
Oh dear.
A bolt of lightning shoots from your chest. Another creature in choice within 30 foot of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage, then blinded. They can use on every turn until my rage ends. So I'm not going to aim for anybody this turn. I'm just going to leave it.
An 8 unfortunately does miss, as these large creatures, just like these like snake worm, like worm as in like dragon wormling creatures, like just dance and jolt and dart in the ocean, like sticking out of it as they start making their way. Josiah, you've got one action.
I'm gonna cast guidance as well.
Okay, so you're gonna cast guidance as your
on there.
On Navarro. Okay. So yeah, just preparation before combat. Just slap a guidance.
Question.
Yes.
And then dagger. Does it shoot all 4 at once, or is it one per turn?
I will say, you know what? I will allow. I hadn't planned it, but I will allow you to shoot all 4 if you wish, Mongo.
Wishy wash.
So you can basically use multiple charges in one action if you wish.
Yeah, that's.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
So,
I hadn't planned for it, but it's a fair request. So yeah, fuck it.
Can I do?
You can split them like magic missile if you wish.
I was going to ask that. Yeah, I'll do 2 on this dude that they will be shooting at, and then 2. I'll do this one here because he's trying to fly.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I just so I can see, and then I can obviously mark them. So it's 2d4 plus 2 per. Okay, so 8 on the first, none on the second. Nice.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Good damage there.
That's not bad at all, actually. As you just kind of watch him like pull out the babushka blade, and just in a couple of slashes in the air, you'll watch as the conical blades just like fly off, and then you're able to kind of gesture with the now bladeless hilt, still with the spike pommel, so you can use it like a dagger. You kind of gesture at the targets, and then you watch as the blades just one by one just oof, 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 and just hit easy enough. Creates like large splashes as the water then reforms around it.
Okay. I just want the ship to steer as well. Like, if we can try and get the ballista to sort of shoot at some of them, because it's completely facing the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know
the ballista does have 180 capability. You can point it like to the side. You could technically point it directly backwards to the front of the ship, but that's not suggested given people are on the deck.
Yeah, I will summon the longbow and I'll shoot at red.
Okay.
Oh.
Buddy?
That'll be a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. Unfortunate.
Okay.
But now everyone's had a turn.
Doesn't use ammo, does it?
No, it basically when you draw the string back, an arrow forms made of the same light.
Okay, cool.
Can I get one of the crew members to man the ballista?
Yeah, you can command that. They'll do that on. They're going to act bottom of the turn order. They'll act at initiative 0.
I can't. There we go. Look, still. Chunky boys come. Yeah.
I'm split. Oh, I accidentally closed down. Give me a sec. My bad. Okay, back. And then, so I'm splitting the creatures up into 2 initiative clusters.
How many are there? There's only
Look
two on this
down.
one.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't.
there's
Oh,
5 in
guys.
total.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw 3 on my screen. 'cause
Yeah,
of where
I
it
saw
was.
them three.
Yep. So initiative for the first cluster is going to be 9. And then initiative for the second cluster is going to be 10. Woohoo. As descending order, Barnett, you
Okay.
are first to act.
I'm gonna run to there. And then I'm going to shoot him there with my javelin. Well, throw it, not shoot him.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I can't shoot him with a stick. Oh. 25?
A 25 will definitely hit.
Yay.
Just bear in mind as well, Liam, these javelins you are throwing are going to be lost because...
Oh, I expect that to happen, yeah.
I was going to say, you ain't going to have any means of reclaiming these unless you can swim underwater and breathe underwater.
Yeah. That's 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And now I'm going to do my
Is that
Ka-chow
including
power.
rage? Or does that not
I
count?
don't get it.
Is
It's
it
not
melee
melee.
attacks? Okay, yeah, I remember that being a question before.
Yep, so you need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Good point, Vlad.
Or Mr. Red Boy.
Constitution save and throw? Alright.
Mm.
How does a 20 go?
That's a pass. Then with a 5 foot move, I'm going to take a step back from the edge.
Fair enough, that's good.
And that's me done.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Moving on from that, Vlad.
I'm going to move up to here, and I'm going to be casting a spell on red, and it's going to be Sacred Flame.
Nice. Dexterity saving throw required. 10.
Fails.
Yep, I'm gonna take the horrific levels of damage there.
It's hardcore damage. Don't mock
Mate, stop. He has a family.
Yeah.
He's already dead. What are you doing?
Every little helps here.
Well, not Tesco.
Agreed.
Cube.
That's me done.
Okay. Josiah.
Your longbow.
Well,
fire
what I'm going
red.
to do, for commanding the crew,
Yeah.
Ben, which you already did in the, first round you did, I'm going to say it's bonus action to command the crew to do something. Otherwise, they will act on their own accord.
Okay,
You've already done it for this round, but carry on.
Okay. See, yeah, my command was someone get on ballista and fire a blue.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what you
Um,
did in before initiative was rolled. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
for future turns,
Preference,
bonus
yeah.
action, and then they act on initiative 0.
Longbow, shoot at red.
Okay. 18 hits. Damn. Damn. You guys are doing well on the to-hit rolls.
Don't know what the HP on these bad boys is yet, though.
Yeah, and the problem is, creatures like this, it's hard to really gauge injury because they're made of, just this constant mass of water. They don't bleed, they don't, you know what I mean? It's difficult to tell. But damage is being done, at the very least. As you are now over, the creatures to the south of your map are going to act as they start charging in. They are going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. And this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to there. And they are both going to initially slam into the ship. And they're both going to make attack rolls against the ship. So, for the purple, Does a 10 hit? Let me check. A 10 does not hit the hull, actually. Well, it bounces off the ship's hull. As, unfortunately, it didn't come in with enough velocity to do really much of anything. And then the pink creature is going to hit. Now, the hull has a damage threshold of 15, which means if the creature doesn't deal 15 or more damage, the damage is not taken. As the ship is going to take a grand total of 15 exactly. So, I'll keep track of the ship's health for you. So the ship hull has currently taken 15 points of damage out of its 150 hit points. You guys do have access to all these stats, by the way, in the ship stats stroke inventory section. But with those creatures now complete of their turns, Dax, it's on you, bud.
Sorry, how fast are we travelling? Because are we going to outpace the water creatures or not?
We'll see. Don't forget, you are currently in the middle of evasive maneuvers because of a whirlpool.
Did any of the bottom two get hit or?
No, just red and blue. Red has taken a lot of hits. Blue's taken, I believe, just one hit.
2.
No, blue's only taken from your babushka.
Oh yeah, I mean technically that was 2 hits, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to then cast Toll the Dead on the red, so kind of a Western save, please.
Wisdom 13.
It fails, so it takes the full whack damage of D12.
D12.
No, 12 points of
Nice.
What it damage?
And this was on red, was it?
Yes.
Fuck, man.
It's just
Okay,
a
that's
bang
lot.
conks.
That is a lot. Not bad. So, going from there, is there anything else you wish to do?
Not at the minute, no.
Give me a second. I'm just double checking some math. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at because the ship stats only mentions miles. So I'm not gonna be uber specific, but I've roughly worked it out. It's probably gonna be about 60 foot. This is at full speed, bearing in mind. 60 foot every 6 seconds. So the ship is probably traveling at around 30 to 40 foot. Because you're about doing evasive maneuvers. So we'll say 30, 35 foot. Just put it in the middle. So as now the creatures to the north, they are going to perform their turns. And guess what they're doing, guys? Can you tell what it is here?
Rocking the boat.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Hell yeah, brother.
What's gonna rock?
As all these creatures now just like charge in, and they just fucking slam into the boat, just crunk, crunk, and crunch. As we're going to start with red, who hits, followed by green, who misses, and then blue, who hits. Yes?
No. Yeah, do it.
Oh, okay. You sure? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. The
I'm
red
not happy
one
about it,
hits, but doesn't do enough damage and only deals 13 points damage, which, because it doesn't breach the damage threshold, the ship actually resists the heavy impact and the wood holds. Followed by the green, who hits and then like kind of hits at such a steep angle, it kind of gets sent under the ship partially, but then he's able to recover himself. And then the blue one does 14 damage. Doesn't do enough damage to break through that damage threshold, and the ship is holding firm. But especially for Doll downstairs, it's not great sounds, I must say. and Midnight is sending wishes of everybody, especially Rose, to not die. Nivara, will you do exactly that honor for me?
Oh. I'm trying to see where's best. I think if I put it there, I can get these two in. Yeah, I'm gonna pop a shatter here.
Okay.
So far enough away from the ship that it's not gonna blow a hole in the side of the ship. But it's gonna hit these two guys.
Copy that. Is it a
green
save?
and red and green. Yeah.
X?
Gas. It's Constitution.
Come on. Okay, so red is going to fail, and green is also going to fail.
18 points of thunder damage.
That is significant. And as you watch, as you quite literally just make an explosion in the water and like break their forms, the green one forms and snaps back rather quickly, whereas you notice the red one's form doesn't return and is defeated.
Yeah. Fucking Shatter. Shatter is a slept-on spell, guys.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But yeah, you notice the one's form doesn't return after it's been blown away by the Shatter spell.
Voice.
Is that it?
And then I'm just gonna. Oh no. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I was gonna move, but then I realised how close that guy was. So no, I stay. I stay here.
Last on the initiative.
Oh, Bola.
I will move back.
Oh.
Bonus action disengage.
They're not in melee range. They're in the water. Okay. The water's about 5 to 10 foot down.
Oh, if I move back, will I not be able to see
No.
to shoot? Okay, well, I'll shoot from there. At green.
Okay. 18 hits.
Nice. Nice. Oof. Lucky little bit of damage. 13. Oh, no one's.
I'm guessing I don't get the sneak.
No, you need advantage.
Advantage. Yeah.
Or 5 feet.
Yeah, unless you're a swashbuckler.
I'm not.
Yeah. That is still very nice damage, though. Very, very nice. As you just kind of lean over and you pull back, and the arrow just forms. You let it go, and it just fires like instantaneously, and leaves like this trail of like light as it just pierces through and just into the depths of the ocean. At the bottom of the turn order, Montrose, with the help of Shell, who's going to do a help action like with the sails, is going to sail the ship, and he's going to sail it for 35 foot, so it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Each creature's obviously going to get pulled back, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This one's going to get nudged down a little bit as the ship starts moving. Ike and Tyke are both going to run to the ballista here. And you'll see that Ike takes it and like aims at the blue one as you told him to and fires. Ben, can you roll for me a d20 plus 3? Yeah, in the hasty aim.
Angles off.
Yeah, it's just. And one of the 10 ballistas that you bought for the ship, gone. Tyke is then going to spend his action to draw back the ballista. So on the next turn, then he can load it for Ike to fire. And that's the end of the crew's turn. Galt, downstairs, is going to work away. We're going to see, can he repair any of the damage? Can. He's going to repair 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As he's just using some, like, patching, just temporary measures while we're in the middle of combat. The end of that round.
We do have basic wood on board.
Yeah, but he's not using that at the minute. They're just plugging holes temporarily, just so they'll do proper repairs after the fight, which is when resources get consumed.
Sound.
Okay. I'm gonna do my lightning power first on this one here.
Do you need to see the creature?
Purple.
You have to be
I'll
at the
see it-
edge.
You need to see the
but I can
creature,
just
you're gonna
move-
have to step
yeah.
up to the edge.
Okay. So I'll step over to here. Then use my lightning power on
Yes, yes, Ben. Timothy the waterworm.
Yeah.
them. That'll be a Constitution
Matty?
saving throw again.
Yep. That's a fail.
Okay, so you take... What type of damage with you again?
I
Hold
know,
on.
it's your fucking damage.
Lightning.
Radiant.
It might be lightning. Oh, radiant.
Radiant damage, yep. And he's now blinded.
Okay.
Until the start of my next turn.
Do they have
Hello?
eyes?
Well,
Not that you can see. They have
Yeah.
they have the rough
They've-
idea of faces, but no eyes.
We'll have to see if that works or not.
He's doing a
I
bit of
think it
damage.
won't.
We'll find
But,
out.
yeah.
We're moving to Vlad. You're next.
Oh, hold on,
He's
that
got
was
his
my...
action.
Oh,
Yeah, that's only my bonus action. Can I reach you with my axe? Or is it gonna be too far down now?
no, too far.
I'll just throw another javelin
They're
at it then.
They're about like 5 to 10 feet down, depending on where on the ship you are. And where you are is probably the highest point, so you're probably about 10 foot away.
Yeah, I'll just throw another javelin at it.
Okay.
This is my final one, I think. 8.
And what a final one it is.
Yeah.
Goodbye, my javelin. Goodbye, my friend.
Then I'm gonna move back 5 foot. Done.
He's lost 8 javelins.
Yeah. Josiah?
Run. I see what he's doing. I'll run over.
Sorry,
to...
wasn't it me?
Oh, shit, yes, Vlad, sorry.
Yeah, you
What it was,
skipped.
I accidentally said Liam. No, I said Vlad and then forgot, yeah. So Vlad, sorry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my magic ability on him and do another sacred flame. With another 1 damage, if he misses.
But it doesn't matter.
It matters not. There you go.
These brutal levels of damage, honestly.
Mate, they should put Vlad in the fucking bin because he's OP.
Yeah, he is the impaler with damage.
Ben?
It's me. Right, 5, 10, 15. Shoot. Well, actually, I'll use my PP.
Oh!
Get your
Why?
PP out, get your PP out, get the PP for the
Because-
lads.
All the crew seem to have the orders they need at the minute. I'm going to use bonus action PP, then action to fire longbow.
Yeah, because the crew will act if you don't command them. It's just if you wish to give them a specific command.
They're following. I'm happy with what they were doing from last one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're just
So,
following
yeah.
up. They're seeming to be going ready for another shot. I don't want to be that. I don't want it to be too pedantic, but obviously, could someone keep track of the bolts that fire? Because I don't know how many you've got.
10. We've dropped
You've
1.
shot 1. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
We've got 9 left.
Which one are you firing at?
This one.
That hits.
Okay. 11 piercing damage, and my PP goes off.
Oh,
Which is 2
I will point out, it doesn't do as much damage as you would hope.
PP or longbow.
A longbow.
PP is necrotic damage.
Takes
so
full-
6
takes-
points of necrotic
It
damage.
takes the full extent of your PP though.
Okay, it's good to know. That's my go. Barnet has no active conditions, which is good to know.
yeah.
What did that pop up?
You've just sent it to the chat. Okay, so the purple one that you just fired upon is going to use 15. He's going to go 5 foot there, 10 foot, and then he's going to use 15 foot of his movement to like climb up onto the edge of the ship here, like this. The pink one is just gonna try once more, and he's gonna slam into the aft of the ship. So we'll do the aft of the ship attack now, which does hit with a 17 to hit. And the pink one is going to deal, unfortunately, not enough damage. Yeah, these creatures are heavy hitters, but ship's hulls are pretty
On
good.
people.
Ship's hulls are designed to get hit by water.
Also, Crimson Blossom, we actually upgraded it.
Yes, it has been bumped a little bit. So the one that's now climbed up onto the deck is going to strike out at you, Josiah, because you were the one that it saw last.
Hurt it.
23 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
17 to hit.
No.
And I'll give you advantage for your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I think.
So as these large, like, spindly tendrils of water, like, wrap around you and try to pull you in, you're able to, like, slash at them and, like, break the water away. And you feel empowered by the silvery barbs, as it has no effect. But, Dax, you, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to move back to there. And do the Alcid Blast at the purple one.
Sounds good to me.
Ugh.
12 just misses.
Damn it.
Just misses. Is that all you've got?
You there? Vlad, is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to inspire Vlad. Go get him.
Just a bit of go get him, lad.
Go get him.
Vlad, you've gained yourself inspiration. Is your D6
Six
still? I think D8's next level, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. So Vlad's inspired. End of your turn. We've now got the 2 remaining creatures here. As this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then spend 10, 15 foot of movement to there. And then this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, and slam into the back of the boat. We'll do the blue attacks first, which is going to hit with a 16 to hit. And he's going to deal not enough damage. They've been rolling one like really good D6 and then 2 awful ones. Jumping up onto the ship, the green one is going to slap out at Naivara. It's going to reach out with its tendrils. And how does a 16 fare against your AC, Naivara?
Oh yeah, because I do not have mage armor up.
I'm afraid it hits, doesn't it?
Yeah, it hits me. My AC is currently 13.
As these tendrils wrap around you and constrict you and pull you, you take 15 points of damage.
Oh, okie dokie.
You are pulled 5 feet into the creature.
Oh no.
And you are now considered grappled.
Drowning. Is
yeah.
it grappled? I
No,
thought it
well, you are
was
considered
drowning.
grappled, but you are currently going to be holding your breath, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
That does not work for wizards.
yes, because isn't it Constitution modifier in rounds or something? Minute, like I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless I speak, and as soon as I speak, I think that's when you go into. I don't know how long it is. Is that when you go to rounds rather than minutes? I will carry on. I'll find out.
Yeah, please find the exact rules. But yes, you are considered grappled and inside of the creature and actively and holding your breath, because otherwise you would be then considered drowning. You may,
it
as an
can
action.
survive.
Go on.
So, for drowning in D&D, wait a minute.
What modifier is it?
Yeah, so it is
Based off con, Adam.
I can survive the number of rounds equal to my con modifier.
Yeah. You may, as it is now the beginning of your turn, you may attempt to break free. If you so choose, but that will be your action.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Why not?
Make an athletics
Can't
check.
do much out. Oh.
That is a big whiff and fail. As this creature like is using its water pressure, and it's like it feels like a boa constrictor snake around you, and it's currently trying to squeeze the air out of you and crush you.
So it'll be as soon as I fall unconscious. After 1+ bonus minutes of holding your breath underwater, you fall unconscious. So if I fall unconscious, your hit points fall to 0, and then you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier in a more-formed round. After that, you begin making your death saving. So then I would do death saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't great because I have. Oh, okay. I have 2 rounds. If I go unconscious, yep. Cool, carry on.
Polar. You now see Nivara in the process of drowning inside this water creature. What do you do?
Okay. I stick my arms in the water creature and try and grab her, and then it'll probably be an assist on her turn then.
Well, no, it'll be an athletics check by you.
So I can try to pull.
Yeah.
My athletics is a -1. I was going for the help action to give a advantage.
I mean, I'll let
do
you,
that
but you
instead?
can just use your action to pull if you wish. But yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah. I'm going for the help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonnie boy.
Okay. While that's going on, I'm going to do my ka-chow at the green one.
Yeah.
A bonus action. That's Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw for green. That's a pass.
That's a pass.
What happens if I'm inside it?
If the creature
What?
stays...
No, but Liam,
I'm
it's
inside
entirely made of
the
water and you're hitting it with lightning.
And I'm technically in it as well.
You know what? Both of you make con saves. Yeah, I think that's more than fair.
This is why the rug of smothering is such a pain.
No,
it's not light. Hold on.
Oh, is it not lightning?
It's light, not lightning.
Yeah, because lightning
God.
is
What damage?
conductive.
What damage? So Liam, light isn't a damage type. What's the damage type?
Radiant.
Okay, so that's fine. You don't need to make it. If it was lightning, then definitely. Or thunder. No, you're fine.
But now I'm just gonna give the reckless stab. The green one.
Huh.
Well, reckless swing.
Okay. You're gonna swing at the creature that has Nivara inside, okay?
I'll be able to avoid her, I think, wouldn't I?
Let's find out. Roll.
This is how I die. I can feel it. Oh, good thing I've kind of talked to Danny about a backup character, I guess.
23.
23 hits.
So that is... damage roll. 13 plus another 2 for raging, so 15 slashing damage.
Just thinking, wouldn't Nivara be like swirling around as well? So the chances of hitting her is quite high.
Yep. The way I was going to rule it is, if he missed, he hit Nivara instead.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Yeah, that's why I went reckless.
That's the way I was going to rule it, because there's no, not like the rug of smothering, there's no official rules for it, but it makes total sense when there's something inside of it. Do you know what I mean? So I was going to go the base off, if you miss, then it would have, but no, it's fine. End of your turn?
I don't need to double check my feet now, because I've now got the vessel feet. Because I've got Flasher. Yeah, nothing extra.
Yeah.
I'll just reduce the
Hope you
speed
guys
by
are
10
nervous,
foot.
because the last time we had a water encounter, someone died.
Yeah.
Lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prepped a spell specially for this, but I cannot speak, so I cannot do anything.
Ah, it seems my
Fun.
time has come.
Yep.
Hello, Mark. We're killing players in D&D, buddy. Oh,
Well, I
it's
was going to
fine.
clarify. If I cast
How you doing, man?
command and say flee, the target spins turn moving away from you as fast as possible means, right? Would that mean it drops Navarra. Because
No.
it's technically fleeing combat.
It's fleeing, but it would flee with the person it's got grappled.
I didn't count it release instead.
Well, the problem is if I cast, say, release, it says the target says drop, so the target drops wherever it's holding. The thing is, it drops Navarra, it's going to drop it downwards, or is it drop it outwards? Because that's the options.
I will say it would probably drop her, and then the water would kind of probably like spit her out.
Okay, so I'm going to cast command then and tell her to drop.
Yes. Okay. DC 14 on the old wisdom. Well, that's a fail.
Yeah, let's go.
So as
There
you
you go.
planned it, I'm just going to move him there. Just it would just spew out. I will say, Navarra, you are prone, but I'm sure that's fine.
It happens on its turn, by the way, just in case.
Yeah.
That helps at all.
Okay, we'll just be there for now.
And that'd be me done then, because it's my action.
Okay.
I
Josiah.
want him to move. I'll PP then stop.
PP stab, go.
Dad. And PP goes off. 10 piercing, 6 necrotic.
10 goes into 5, so 11.
Okay.
End of your turn.
Yeah.
Pink and purple are gonna have their turns now. The pink is gonna keep like headbutting into the side of the ship, and yeah,
I've just realised something. At the end of the turn, did we actually move ship, fire, all that shit?
we haven't got to it yet.
The last turn.
Yeah, we did. The creatures moved back, and that's
Okay, yeah.
remember
Yeah,
the
fine.
ballista fired.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Pink creature missed. Well, hit the hull, but he's bounced off. The purple creature is now going to, given that it missed against you, Josiah, it's going to attack the bunny man. It's going to have advantage. How does a 21 look?
That hits, yep.
Yeah, I thought so. I just gave it a verbal break just in case. You
Currently can't talk. If I
yeah.
open my mouth, I drown.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage down to 7. And then
And on the way.
you are pulled into the creature.
Is that it?
Yes. This turn is now concluded. Dax, you now see 2 of your companions engulfed in water.
Has the green been attacked at all?
Yeah, pretty heavily actually.
Okay, I shall do Toll the Dead on it.
Right.
Oh, God.
Another Western save.
For whom the bell tolls, we shall find out.
Yeah, it's gonna gong on something.
So that is a con save, I believe.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 6.
Yeah.
There are many things wise is not. Midnight, stop. No wine and egg on moments.
Well, it's taken 11 points.
Navarra, as you're like inside the creature, you just hear and feel this reverberation and vibration around you as your entire body is just like vibrated by the sound of this enormous gong that has just rung through this creature. You don't take any damage from it, but it's just like, it's almost like, imagine if you're like floating in underwater in like a jacuzzi bath that's like going. It's such a weird sensation because you have no control over it. Is that it, Dax?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it with
Green
eggs
is now
and
gonna
wine?
use its turn. Will use its action to release you, Naivara.
And then it ends its turn.
Yeah. Blue, as it's tried multiple times to strike the ship and has failed, it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40. He's going to get to there, and because it doesn't have enough movement to get up onto the ship, it is actually going to do a strike. Midnight, don't spam that much, please. Fuck. That's an awful fucking hit. As it, like, kind of comes in. Why? Because it's annoying. As it kind of, like, does this, like, side swipe and tries to barge into you, it just kind of, like, brushes off the ship as the ship's, like, riding on the waves. Unable to do anything. I am just going to delete the red just because it's now visually in the way.
Yeah.
Nivara, it is your turn. You are prone, but you're outside the creature.
I would like to stand up, please.
Easy enough
You can
to
wiggle me round. And then seeing Bunnyman inside the water creature, I am going to cast Vortex Warp on Barnet.
Oh?
Wee.
What does that do?
So, Vortex Warp, I can do on any creature, but the creature can decide to fail, and I'm going to move Barnet out of the creature's space, and he's going to come over here.
Yeah.
So you can choose to fail. I am just like popping you out.
I'll
If
fail.
you fail, you move. Okay, so he'll move over there and destroy. That's the spell I was predicting for water encounters, because the last time someone got in the water
really
and we
good
couldn't do
idea.
anything about it.
That is a
Yeah.
really, really good spell for that, actually. That's really fucking good.
I am no longer moist.
Is that all you wish to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna display. There we go. This guy. I don't know if he. I'm just gonna say where I am because I don't know if he can hit again. If I was to move away, so I will stay where I am.
Okay. Ola.
Bonus action to disengage. And I will see if this does anything. I will give a Ray of Frost to Green.
Ray of Frost on Green, go for it. Ooh, swing and a miss. Unlucky.
Fuck.
Bunny boy.
Okay. I'm gonna do my lightning power on purple. Please, you concentration saving throw.
Failed.
That's gonna be 1d6 damage and the blindness, if they can see. I've now got a bit lost. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to run back and hit it recklessly again.
Okay.
There we go. 20.
Hits. +2.
And that's number 13. Yep, so 15 damage again.
It's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
And then that'll be me done.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh shit! Yeah, I should have done it. Well, that Liam's turn isn't going to interfere with.
No.
Yeah, Liam's turn isn't going to interfere, but yeah, the ship is going to continue 35 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to there. The other two are on the ship, so that doesn't matter. That is a result of Montrose and Shell. Now, given that there is a bit of space, they was considering aiming at green and telling Nivara to duck, but now they have better options. They can shoot at pink. Is the only one they can shoot at, because blue's a little too close. They're going to fire at pink, so 15 to hit, which does hit.
Yay.
And that does 7 points of damage. Okay, but it goes down to 4.
What you could do is put one of the tokens initiative zeros and just...
Yeah, it reminds me. I intend to, at some point, give them stat blocks, your crew. Because for something like this, and just give, rather than doing, like, classes, just give them a list of actions. So, like, Montrose, like, navigate ship as his actions, you know what I mean? Shell can do basic things like adjust sails and things, because that's what she's doing. And give them just basic stat blocks. Vlad, it is now your turn, brother. What is it you're doing?
Carl, we can't hear you if you're muted.
Oh, Carl.
Oh, sorry, Arthur.
There we go.
I was gonna throw a heal to Navarre. I'm just having a quick look at my healing ones. See how bad she is. They're more touch, aren't they? That one's
Healing
touch.
word isn't.
Yeah, that's another option. I was gonna throw healing word to them. There you go.
Oh, that was very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's me done.
That's your bonus action. You still have an action. FYI.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. In that case, I'll just swing an axe.
I don't know what that
mace.
noise was, Mick, now.
I'll throw my mace at the dude and not throw it. Hit.
Swing.
Yeah.
5 is but a miss, dear boy.
That's fine.
But as
Done.
your turn comes to an end, good turn because you've got some healing in. Josiah.
I shall use.
Oh, you didn't need to go reckless, by the way, Barnet. You've got, if we're using flanking, I believe Josiah was flanking you,
Oh.
but
Yeah, I didn't realise.
you'd already
Oh, I-
called it.
It doesn't matter now, yeah.
Is purple in front of me?
Yes.
I will use last of my PP reserves, bonus action, and then stab at Ray.
20 hits.
Advantage, by the way.
Yeah, advantage, just check.
Crit fish.
So, 12 piercing down to 6. But with large portions of necrotic, you notice that the creature explodes in water and its form does not return as he's now defeated.
It's worth using the rest of my PP reserves then.
PP made the difference.
Mm.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Pink is now going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to there, and he's just going to slam into the side of the ship as it's like swimming up to you guys. 20 on its to hit, that's going to hit. It's going to deal not enough damage.
Yes.
Unfortunately, these creatures are hitting consistently. They just don't have that punch to really break through. But
Did Dol
that is what a
mend
ship
the
is
ship?
designed to do. Dol doesn't have that ability multiple times. Like, he's patch-up ability, and he has so many of. Again, I'm going to give specialty actions to certain guys. Dol, he's got an ability where he can make a skill check and then heal 1d4, but he only has so many, like, you know what I mean?
pops a bit.
Yeah. Basically, they're going to have their own, like, custom classes in a way, but, like, really dumbed down NPC ones.
Cool.
Dax.
Adam.
Adam.
Well, sorry, Mrs. Another toll of that on the green.
Okay.
Another wisdom save.
That's a fail.
Oh dear, oh dear. Give me another bong. 7 points of damage.
You watch as in a similar vein, that one is now defeated.
Thank God.
No, both of them were pretty heavily wounded. The problem is, you just can't really tell because of the creature's physiology.
It's made of water.
Yeah, you,
I'm very glad I was getting
you can't.
a bit
how,
nervous.
how do you know if water is hurt? This is one of them.
Exactly.
But no, congratulations. There's now just the 2 in hot pursuit.
Oh!
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, the blue. You go 5, 10, 15, 30 foot to there. And he's going to strike out at the first thing he sees. He's actually going to strike at Montrose. He's going to hit Montrose, actually, with a 12 to hit.
Silvery barbs. Try. Just try.
That's a miss! Oh, shit! That would have been nasty, because as you can probably
This
imagine,
whole
he doesn't have
character
much
is
health.
No. Yeah, I imagined he could have died there. So
Yeah. No, as
Yeah.
Montrose, he's like he turns the wheel to the left to kind of like lean away, and just manages at the last second. The water weird like hits on the ship's wheel, and it just doesn't do
and
damage.
the advantage is going to go to Glad this
Sure.
time.
Speaking of advantage, Novara, you have the advantage of being up close and personal with this ugly motherfucker. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to reach out and
Touch Faith?
Oh yeah, I'm touching something. Shocking grasp.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I'm hoping, because water is conductive, I'm going to try and shock it.
Go for it.
Just do it.
15?
Hits.
For 2 points of lightning damage.
That's enough.
And then I am going to go 5, 10, move through Montrose.
Yep, and
15,
because of shocking grasp,
20.
no attack of opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm going to get down there.
Pocket taser, charge.
Like, this character is literally, no, you can't do that, DM. Don't you dare. Don't do it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Polar.
But yeah, that is the end of my turn.
Ray of Frost on blue.
Okay. Misses, unfortunately.
Fuck's sake.
It's
I'm
your
going to have to
shot-
learn to give
Sorry.
you the advantage.
Yeah, my stats ain't good. And my
Aw.
rolls are even worse.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay. The ship. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 to there as the creature starts falling behind. The other one is on the ship, that's okay. The ballista gets loaded and they turn it towards the blue one. And Aiku is on the ballista, just shouts to Montrose to like kind of move out the way. And they fire the ballista straight across the bow. Misses. Just and it just shoots way over the deck and just splooshes. That's 3 ballistas shot.
Yeah, 3.
And then Tyke is going to knock it, ready for load fire again next turn. Start of the next round. Barney.
Okay. If I go to there,
Yes.
would I be able to see Pink at all, or would it be too far
Yes.
away?
I'll say yeah. You'd have to like
Okay.
lean over the wall slightly, but yeah, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to there, bonus action to fire my light at Pink over here.
Yes, the most epic of battles, Sparrow. Yes. You've come at the
Don't need a
right time.
Constitution saving throw.
Players are dying today. Constitution, fuck. Yeah, Rose's character was drowning. It was pretty close.
Oh, I
That's
can
not
imagine.
damage.
But they
Barney
killed
pulling his
Philip-
train, his
they
trousers down
killed
and flashing.
Philip the water snake.
Yay!
He had a family.
happy.
He was 1 day away from retirement.
Oh, I'm sorry. We attacked something that attacked us first.
I'm glad
How
you
bad
realize.
are we?
I'm glad you realize how bad you are in this situation. You should have just let them
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
should have done that.
Well, it's not that you
5 foot
couldn't
to
swim,
here.
Sparrow. These creatures, when they attack, they grapple you with their water tendrils and pull you into them, and they like constrict you.
then
Lad.
I'm going to reckless. Oh,
I thought you'd done it. Oh
So
no,
no,
that
I
was
mean
your,
action.
oh no, that was your bean. Okay, sorry. Yep, go on.
Yeah, that was him doing his
Yeah.
moon.
Yeah. My bad.
and now I'm just gonna recklessly attack that one. No.
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 A lad.
Lads,
I'm going to go to there, and I shall.
If you go one space more up, you'll have advantage because of flanking.
I really want to be on
That's
the.
in
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not silly.
Aw.
There you go.
Okay.
I've rolled more than a 1 this time on damage.
That's a pass.
Yay. Oh, buddy.
That's
And you had
17.
advantage if you would have striked out, but you still have advantage.
Yeah, well,
It just
I was
goes
trying to
next
offer him
time you do
advantage
something.
if he went one more up.
He would have
Yeah.
had it anyway, because of me. I gave him
no.
a thing.
Oh. Well, let's fact it.
That's fine.
Josiah,
He still did pretty good.
Yes.
it's you.
I will. Can I switch places with Montrose? Like,
Yeah, easy enough.
Well,
I will say
yeah.
it's like, you know, when you're pulling someone and it's like difficult terrain movement. I will allow you
Yeah.
to swap positions, yeah. So just and then there you go. Easy enough
Yeah.
to do. Because he's not going to fight you on it, so it's not a grapple check or anything like that.
No,
He's more
it's
than
a-
happy to let you do that.
Yeah, I figured it would be. So yeah, and then
You know, you could have gone here. Blue fight.
No, he wants to move
He
Montrose.
wants to get the crew. Yeah. He's a captain.
Yeah, but then I'll stab.
PP?
And it's all done. It's all out.
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gave all his PPA. He's got not much left. So 5
Yeah.
damage, though. 5 damage is not bad.
It's a very good hit.
Done?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 15 foot up as it just has enough movement. It was getting to a point, if the ship had managed to speed up in any way. Yeah, that one was gone. Okay, I'm going to roll a d4, counting left to right, because it's got luxury options. It's going for Montrose, oh no.
Push him out the way and he gets murked from the other side.
Oh, that hits. Oh, that hits so hard.
I don't think it's been my turn yet either. Has it?
Yeah, it
Was
has. You had
my
your
turn
shot
straight
and
away
grabs.
after.
You did.
Wait. This is...
I'll hold that.
Silvery barbs. Let's try. Let's give it a go.
Still a hit.
Damn
He's
it.
got an 11
Advantage
AC.
to Paula.
Yeah, he has an 11
Advantage still goes
AC,
to Paula.
sorry. He gets actually wrapped and he gets knocked unconscious. Like immediately. No, abandoned ship maybe. So yeah, your ship's helmsman just gets knocked to the floor and he smashes his head off the wooden decking and just doesn't move. He's out. Also, as part of that attack, glop. It drags him
Oh
in.
no.
Don't worry. I'll get him out.
Dax.
I was about
because
to heal
he's-
him as
And
well.
because he's unconscious, he's going to start droning immediately.
You can heal him. FYI.
Still can.
Yeah, you can. Doesn't stop him drowning, though.
Okay.
We just need to get him out before it's the end of the round, effectively, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the healing word
Yeah,
on him.
because he has a no bonus. He has a flat con. Healing word. Okay. He's
Try and help a little bit.
oh that's actually like you've almost fully healed him. They don't have much health.
Not down.
Well, he doesn't. He's not fighter.
And I'm gonna do a. I'll do blast on this one. Let's-
Montrose,
Blue or
mate.
pink?
Is that it, Dax?
Yeah.
Eldritch
No,
Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
That's the blast.
Yeah, the problem is though, Montrose is still drowning because he did breathe in the water. Is this
Yeah.
on pink?
Mm.
2 damage? Not bad. Is that it?
That's me done.
Okay, the blue one now. Frustrated that you pulled his prey away, he's going to attack at Josiah. He's going to strike at thee with a 16 to hit.
Nope. My AC is very high now.
Is that PP?
Fuck.
Well, yeah.
PP is just too impressive.
That pirate power. Vortex
Bye-bye.
warp.
Nice. He
I'm
can't,
gonna
he
suck
can't,
out
he
Montrose.
can't fight it. Yeah, so he's just gonna.
And he's gonna go in there, Montrose is. Just in there.
Yeah.
I can choose where he is.
I was gonna say he can't save against it even if he wanted to. Is he out? Actually, no.
He's healed.
No, yeah, the healing would have like woke him up. So yeah, and he would allow you to pull him out.
I'm guessing he saw me move and pull.
Yeah,
Barn out, so I'll do the same.
Montrose is a very mental stat heavy character. He got the insight on what was happening.
He would see magic hands and know I might be magicked away or let this happen.
What's the worst that could happen after this?
Honestly, Vortex, it's literally I just bend space now.
Yeah. Oh, Sparrow.
And time.
Look at the new mug. Look at the new mug.
Nay.
Holla.
Yes. I was given advantage, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Ray of Frost with advantage. On blue. Guessing that's a hit.
Oh yeah, that's it. This was on blue, wasn't it?
Yeah. 4 cold. I'm hoping it does more.
Nope. Unfortunately.
Damn it.
Good attempt.
Yeah. Go back to the bow.
Can I offer ender pearls from another realm? No.
That's effectively what I'm doing, is ender-pearling people. Whoop.
Barney.
Okay. I'm gonna do my lightning power. Well, my light power on blue first.
Okay.
That's complete the saving throw.
Fail.
Okay.
They've rolled awful for
That's
their
one
saving
radiant
throws.
damage. Yeah. Then I'm going to do my slash on him recklessly with my axe.
If you moved up one, you wouldn't have to, but you would disengage from pink, so I get it.
I'm fine where I am. Okay.
I just realised we forgot
That's
the crew
12
again.
damage.
It's okay.
Oh.
12 damage on
Vanilla.
blue.
Then plus 2 for my rage. That's 14.
Down to
7.
I have forgot a couple of divisions, so some attacks have gone through at full damage that shouldn't, but it doesn't matter. The fight's starting to turn anyway.
The third ballista, because we shot at something on the boat, would that still be on the boat?
No, it shot like it arced over and
Right.
out and out.
Oh.
Yeah. But the crew is going, like the two are going to try again, and they're gonna like keep the ballista aimed at blue, and they're gonna load it and fire. 16 does hit, and this ballista will stay on the ship because essentially these water creatures, they do have some water tension.
They slow it down.
Yeah, and it will hit and then drop. So this one does 6 points of pierce.
Nice.
It's not bad. Shell on her turn, because she's no longer rigging the sails because Montrose isn't guiding her. We go 5, 10, 15, 20. This is like climbing on the ropes. She's going to drop down and she's going to stab a dagger that she's been like hiding on herself on the pink one. Literally, she's like climbing on the ropes and she literally jumps down, daggers out, and just stabs into this thing.
Just jumps down the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shell.
And Shell's going to have advantage because of
Goblin mode,
height.
literally.
So, an 18 with a +4, so that's 22. That hits. She's gonna. Huh?
I was about to say, now imagine she becomes a large creature.
That's gonna be.
Yes.
That's 5.
Yes.
5 damage down to 3 from the dagger.
Nice.
But then also, so it's 8. 10 total down to 5. A Shell just like climbs across and then literally just jumps down, dagger out, and just slashes down at this creature, and she just lands on the
Is she
floor.
dressed as a child?
No, but her robes are down, and like you can just see the large fangs and the bright, massive yellow eyes, and she looks almost happy and like enjoying this fight. Looks a bit demented. Lad.
We should do a background check first.
Yeah, she's got like this wide toothy grin and these bright yellow eyes.
Shooting.
We should have turned away the goblin, but the fact that we've got 2 pirates on board the ship, that's where we're okay. What we're okay with, right? Background checks.
I was about to say yes. We need a background check.
12
for a pirate ship.
just
Yes.
misses.
Right.
Yeah.
I was I've still got
Advantage.
I was going to say I've got advantage.
Not only that, you have inspiration, remember?
Yeah, no. That's a miss as well,
D6.
isn't it? I'll
D6
do
is, yeah.
Yeah, you have the inspiration from Dax.
Drum roll.
D6. Oh, for G.
Oh.
That's all that's needed.
Oh.
Their AC is 13, so that's 11
Yeah.
radiant damage on blue.
And the next attack on that one has advantage
Fuck
because
yes,
of
it does.
guiding bolt.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, when Dax did it earlier and I said it just missed, I meant it just missed.
Okay.
Josiah.
Hello.
Idiot.
Oh, you are pincered there, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
This is
It
the
just means
problem
I've
with the
got
ship of
more
this
targets.
size. Like, if things get on your ship, it's not great.
I just thought of a mildly inappropriate joke, and I'm going to leave it.
No, I want to hear it.
I've grown.
Come on. You say it now. Come on. Say it.
Come
Share with the
on,
class.
Eileen.
It would be something about wetness being around Josiah. There we go. Can we move on?
That was pretty shit, Joe Cruz. You should be disappointed.
I
It would have
expect
been
that.
better if I actually committed.
Yeah, you fucking wimp.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Which one's being attacked more? I think you can't say.
Blue.
Blue by quite a
I
bit.
think blue.
Blue by quite a
Blue,
bit
yeah.
has had a lot more attacks laid into it. That's hit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still going. But no, that's another nice healthy hit.
Actually, I suppose. Just want to see if we do something with the bonus action.
Do something.
No, I assume it was an action. Never mind.
It's gonna be so much better next level as well, when people can attack more than one.
Pink is going to strike out at Josiah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's the first natural one of the session, I believe. Placing
Fall
combat.
off the ship. Fall off the ship. Fall off the ship.
It's just a really awful miss. Just an awful, awful miss.
Yeah.
Dax.
Yes.
Act.
I'm going to dong the blue one again.
You're gonna gong blue, okay.
Yeah.
That's a pass, that's 19.
God damn it.
I believe that's the first one it's passed against that.
Yeah, that's. Nothing else can do, I don't think.
Okay.
No.
Blue. You can turn around, given like the assault it's been taken, and given that Vlad is in front of it, it's going to strike down at Vlad. With impunity, it rolls an 11. As its water cascades itself upon your shield and does nothing. 0. Naivara.
I am going to fire one of my clock cans at blue.
Alright.
Please.
What are you going to do? Roll it.
25 to hit.
Yeah, hits. That's a shocking grasp, by the way.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to roll again, or do you want? They're both the same damage. You can take the one.
I will be fair. I will allow it. It's just obviously 1. Unfortunately.
It's exactly the same to hit and to do everything.
You're nickel and
it's just
diming
all
it
different.
now, but obviously the damage is all adding up. But you are starting to nickel and dime it.
Yeah. I don't want to use big things. I'm trying to save stuff. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Longbow blue.
Long.
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 Oh! That misses, by the way.
Oh.
I'm just trying to ignore them.
Long.
Long.
Is that it, Ben? Adam, no!
Yeah.
Matt! Fuck!
God damn it.
Fuck
Oh
you.
dear.
No, that's you guys that have done that then. You put my mind in a state where I panic. Matt, are you done?
I'm done.
He
We
isn't.
need to have a
Liam.
new sound alert called Longest Man, where we all say long over the song. Long.
Oh, I'm sure Ben would love to facilitate such a thing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire my tap blue.
Okay, you fire
Don't
your
need
light.
constitution saving through.
Who's ever seen Red Dwarf where he did that song? Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that one thing, is a long, long.
Let you roll the damage. Okay.
3 radiant damage and they're blinded if they got eyes.
I don't think they're
It's
blinded,
been very
buddy.
obvious, Liam, that they've not
They
been
are.
hampered.
Yeah.
I will explain after the
Oh.
combat. When you're no longer in combat, I'll explain a
Yeah.
little bit.
I think they're immune to being blinded,
Yeah.
buddy. It's been like 3 turns where you've done the same thing,
Well,
and it's
he's
not
been doing it to
working.
ones that ain't even in the ship; they're in the water, and they still manage to find their way up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Could have gone
You
too
tried,
recklessly. I used my axe.
on blue.
Yeah.
Okay, that
14.
hits.
Oh. Hold on. I need to roll damage somehow. Another way on.
What?
My D&D Beyond it. While trying to get shouting away, that couldn't actually click battle axe for some reason.
That's not even right. That's 1d10.
His battle axe is 1d10.
Oh, are they? Okay.
It's
my bad.
two-handed. It's 1d8 for one hand, 1d10 for two-handed.
Ah, So 10
He
damage,
hasn't got a great axe. A great axe is 1d12.
10 damage total, down to
Yeah.
5, is exactly what you need to make this guy go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, the ballista turns and fires. And sploosh.
Oh, no.
That's 4.
But one of them was salvageable.
No, it's 5, but one's been
right.
salvaged, so it's 4. I was just
Shell
correct.
is going to strike out at it with her daggers, and she's unfortunately going to miss with a 9 to hit. And the ship is going to travel 30 foot because it's no longer being helmed. It's going to start to slow down, so it's gone from 35 to 30. But it's still going to drift forward. But it doesn't matter because everything's on the ship, so nothing moves.
I guess the main worry is will pull away now.
Yeah, you were turned enough that you might be missing it at this point. Vlad.
Carl?
Does
I'm
Vlad
going
wish
to throw a sacred flame at it.
Nice. Oh, good damage.
No, actually, meets beats.
Never been
Unfortunate.
done.
Every time you've rolled more than 1 damage with the Sacred Flame, it's been saved, and that's awful.
So you got a +3, have you?
Yeah,
For Dex.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're Dexy,
Sucks.
nippy little bastards, yeah. You saw the
It's-
+3 on the initiative as well, yeah.
Yeah, so it sucks.
Josiah?
It seems that. Oh, sorry.
No, it's correct. Carry on.
That's the question because I'm just checking.
Go on, Rose.
No, I was just going to say it seems like they're not very clever beings.
They
But
have
they
zero
are
on all their intellect stats. They have zeros, no negatives.
That's what I thought as much, but it would be. It's just
Yeah.
because of the spells that seem to be going through and not, but my character wouldn't get intelligence spells and stuff like that, stats, so that's what I'm just seeing. Oh, these ones are going through, but these ones aren't. Ones that affect their mental capacity are moving through, but those that affect
It's
their
almost
movement
like they don't have
aren't.
a brain and they're made entirely of water. Huh.
But apparently they might have been blinded? No, I'm kidding.
15
yes, I do
hits, 7 damage down to 4.
He's decided
As
not to do the other thing. Yep.
As it is its turn,
Do the thing.
it kind of shrieks and jolts a little bit, like almost as if it could shiver. It will then use its action to disengage and dive into the water and then start diving.
It's fucking off.
And it will dive out of purview.
I'm guessing we all let it go. It did its thing.
Quick dive
Yeah.
now. Yeah. Quick dive after it.
And as the time is right, we're going to end the session there as the whirlpool is still a potential threat.
We just know where it is now in relation to other things, so we might just avoid that in the future.
Just
If
go
we don't
round.
need to go near it.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
it's a
just
good
go
point.
around.
On the region map, you'll have to be sure to mark it, but you can do that in 2 weeks.
Next time.
As we have kicked off Chapter 3 with Butter Bang, I will remind you all,
Butter?
next session is going to be on the 19th of August. Ironically, on the same day that Wolves have their first home game of the season. But that's a 3 o'clock kickoff, so it doesn't affect. It's fine. 2 week? Yeah, 2 week, like normal.
Tweak.
I hope everybody had a good session, and I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd. I hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye.